what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just win my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know.
Setting Dylan Gabriel up. Take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just win my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just win my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know.
Setting Dylan Gabriel up. Take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just win my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just win my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know.
Setting Dylan Gabriel up. Take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just win my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just win my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know.
Setting Dylan Gabriel up. Take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just win my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest, and I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, ready my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah, ready my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah, and how good they judge me, oh, but they
They're
don't.
setting Dylan Gabriel up. Take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest, and I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, ready my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah, ready my check, I ran on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah, and how good they judge me, oh, but they don't know.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me get on the screen. Let's get this down. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Let me do my little quick sound check real quick, making sure everybody can hear me clearly. Then we're going to take this down. We're going to take this down. Let's see. There we go. All right, sound check is good. We in there. Let me take this down so I'm not distracted. Hit that like button on the way in, everybody. Hit that like button on the way in. We got a great episode today. AB's not sat down, but AB had an interview on ESPN Cleveland that we're gonna break down. He set the record straight on some things. He set the record straight, so we're gonna get to that. Then Emory Hunt, I'm picking up what he's putting down. He was on Cleveland media talking about the amount of wins that he sees the Cleveland Browns getting this year. Y'all know that's my dog, Emory Hunt. That's my dude right there. So we're going to get to him. We're going to get to the arena breaking down how they feel the Browns did with putting talent around Shedeur and if the Browns actually won the draft. Then we're going to get to the Cleveland Browns allowed a reporter to sit in their draft room during the draft, the actual draft, and she was taking notes and she wrote a big report about it. Funny enough, me and Zedric were having a conversation on TikTok, and we were talking about We wish we could see some behind the scenes footage. Wish it was more video and not the reporter writing their words, because to me it seems like they got some stuff wrong that AB had to clear up later. But we're going to get to it. We got a good show. We got a good show for y'all today. Hopefully y'all are feeling good. We're going to do like only we know how to do. We're going to greet everybody as they come in. Hit the like button on the way in. Hopefully y'all are feeling good, feeling fine today, because that's how I'm feeling. Let me get to the top. Selmo Fudd, first one in the box. What's going on?
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo.
Selmo Fudd, what's going on? Good morning, D. Happy hump day to you. Same to you, Selmo Fudd. Same to you. Same to you. Second one in the box, we got C.A. Anderson. What's going on, C.A. Anderson?
This is a foolishness. Foolishness.
You don't know what you're doing. C.A. Anderson says, I guess I'm number 2. Nothing wrong with being number 2, C.A. Anderson. It's the number Shedeur went back to. Good morning, D, and everybody, Seattle and early. What is going on, C.A. Anderson? Craig is in the building. Good morning, D, in the chat. Craig, what's going on, man? What's going on? Top of the morning, Black Pearl. C. Brown Run, good morning. Evar, Saka Fat, good morning. Good morning, Tika. Let's see, let me get to your button.
I don't think he went to school nowhere. If he went to school, he didn't learn nothing.
He didn't learn nothing. Keith Hunt, Jersey in the building. Good morning, fam. Hashtag New Cleveland. I like it. Good morning to him, man. To him, man, I'm going to have to learn a greeting in Portuguese. I'm going to have to learn a greeting in Portuguese. It's something that I'm going to add to the list. I definitely want to learn a little bit of Portuguese, so I'm going to add that to the list. Let me take a little quick note right here. I want to add that. Hopefully this works. Yeah, I want to learn that. I don't think I'm going to be able to learn as many languages as your father, but I'm going to try to get there. Let's see. All right. Taking some notes on my end. All right, got it down. Let's keep it going. Who we got next? CO7111. Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well. Same to you, CO7111. Same to you. Got phones all over the place. I know this is a Patreon comment, but why would the term White Knight Hero QB be used when speaking to AB? Brazen, and AB graciously heard it and tilted his head slightly. White Knight Hero. Well, I've heard the term White Knight used a lot. I don't know if it's always been used referring to race or if it's just I don't know, because I don't know if I don't know the origin story of the term, where it came from. But I did notice some not weird. Let's not use weird. Let's not put that on anybody. I did notice some awkward energy when they were speaking to AB. Is the best way I could put it. I heard Rizzo calling him Drew a lot. I thought that was different, and it seems like he was trying to show that he has a different relationship with Andrew Berry. So it was definitely some awkwardness going on that I noticed, that I was like, I'm going to take note of this. But I would have to look more into the origin of White Knight term in general. 3 or 4 months till new Cleveland football. Talk to him. Appreciate that, Craig. I'm always nervous. I'm always nervous about my sound because I did film entire entire podcast last year with no sound. Also, I was watching a breakdown from the lead attorney the other night or the other morning. I watched the replay, and it was times where the lead attorney was switching through his screens, and he would mute the video, and then we would hear his reaction. So I'm nervous. That's one of those things I'm always nervous about. After the draft, even betting odds dropped from 4,000 to 25,000. So many people bet on the Browns. That's a fact. Money will move the market. Money will move the market. What's going on, Zedric?
Cole, you stupid.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Listen. Yo, good morning. Hope all is well. Same to you, Zedric. Same to you. Same to you. Tool Man says he is buying the hype. I'm buying the hype as well. Hello, everyone. God bless Cleveland. Good morning, Ms. Brown. How you doing today? Mr. Realize TV. Salute kinfolk. What's going on? Ooh, Shelby Harris signed with the Giants today. Man, oh man, Shelby Harris, veteran voice in the locker room. He's gonna be missed for sure. He's gonna be missed for sure. Miss K, good morning. How you doing? White Knight is usually the guy that rises in to save the day. I understand that portion of it. I just don't know if when it was. I don't know the origin of if it was identified or brought into Talking Spirit, if it was race related or not. That's the part that I wasn't sure on. So instead of me just guessing on the fly, I'm going to let you, it's something I will have to look into more. Rizzo is a whole clown. Yeah. Hey, he a whole clown, but I guess if you tell people he a clown, people start clutching their pearls when you say he a clown. There were some undertones more being said than what we were in on. I could agree with that because there was definitely some awkwardness to that interview. You know what I noticed? AB made sure he spoke slower and clearly so they could understand what he was saying. It didn't help. It didn't help at all. They were not picking up what AB was putting down at all. They were not picking it up. I like that speculation bar he dropped at the end of it too. I thought that was funny. KC, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Be in the chat. Ain't he the one that spoke highly of Shedeur? Yes, Shelby Harris is. Shelby Harris is the one who spoke highly of Shedeur. He is. All right, let me put his pen down. Let's get to it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Another day, another piece of merchandise I'm going to show y'all. So today, I'm rocking that stamped Cleveland merch. So let's do it. Let me show y'all. All right. So you see it. This is the stamped Cleveland merch. The camera look a little shiny, but you see it. Try to let it focus in. Try to let it focus in for you. So we are rocking all the merch just to show y'all the quality. Everyone who ordered merch, you should have tracking at this point. Everyone who ordered merch, you should have tracking at this point. It's on the way. Also, to Sassy Sagittarius and to Shanithia, who won the draft contest. The draft contest was something special. I was happy that people participated in trying to guess what AB was going to do. We got merch out for them. So there was actually a prize to the draft contest. Shout out to Selma for the idea for the draft contest. But there was a prize. So Sassy Sagittarius and Shanithia, your merch is on the way. Your merch is on the way. It's on the way. So be looking for it. Be looking for it. I will update you with tracking numbers. As soon as I get tracking numbers, I'll send it to you. D, you showing out. Black Pearl, you see it. Black Pearl, you see it. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, you'll get it. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, you will get it. You'll get it. All right, y'all. I feel good today, y'all. I feel good. Hopefully y'all feel good. Just looking at what the Browns have been able to accomplish, just looking at the mindset change. the hashtag New Cleveland is not just something you put out there to get people excited. I believe we're seeing the fruits of the labor from hashtag New Cleveland. We are seeing the energy shift. So the people who don't recognize the energy shift, it's on them. It is on them. It is on them. So I'm excited for it. Hopefully y'all are excited. Let's see. Let me swap this chat out to this chat. And then now we are all cut up. And then I can use over here so I can look straight. There we go. Oh, wow. Shelby left. Yeah, signed with the Giants. Also, Martin Emerson signed with the Saints. Man, the Saints keep grabbing our players. What's going on? They just keep grabbing our players. It's crazy. Why would AB allow national media to be in the room versus a local reporter? I believe it gives a stronger sense of transparency and not selecting someone who people would just put in the bucket of being biased. So they can say, oh, you're a local person. You're a local person. So you're going to speak highly of the Browns. That's probably what they're thinking. I can't tell you exactly what they're thinking, but that would be my guess why they would go with national versus local. They won't believe him even when he had a comment balloon over his head with his words written in box letters. They won't believe it. They won't believe it. Ivy League Mac, what's going on? What's up, D? What's up, D and the fam? Cleveland media says Barry wanted to draft Ty Simpson. We do not care.
We do not care.
That is one of the things that was misinterpreted. So AB actually cleaned that up when he was speaking. He highlighted the fact that they were surprised he came off the board so early. He also said, oh, we had different guys that we would have took based on how the draft board fell. Never once did he say explicitly, I was looking to draft Ty Simpson. So that's one of the things from the article that I read the entire thing. I listened to AB speaking with them. So shout out to Zedric who sent it to me. Shout out to Shanithia who put it in the Patreon chat. I was just waiting to hear him say, oh, yeah, we were open to the idea of Ty Simpson. I didn't hear we were open to the idea of him. I heard him say we were surprised he came off the board that high. So I think that's one of those where they are trying to turn that into something. Ty Simpson is with the Rams, and they don't know if they like him or don't like him. Maybe the GM like him. Maybe the head coach like him. Maybe he don't. But to me, that's a non-story. That's people trying to create a story when nothing is there. So I'm with you, Ivy League Mac. We do not care. I feel like James Brown. Good. I feel good. Like you know that I would. I'm not going to sing. D, it was a good idea, and I had those two on the list. Didn't vote. It would have seemed rigged. Hey, so much fun. It's all good. I appreciate the idea, man. If you ask, like, what are the benefits of Patreon? So besides the fact that Patreon, you can suggest things. It's a community. We got a group chat. You can speak amongst each other over there. Also, the extra videos that I put out over there that don't come to YouTube. Suggestions are seen over there, guaranteed to be seen. They're guaranteed to be seen over there. So it was Wednesday night, and I saw it from Selmo Fudd, or Wednesday afternoon, somewhere in that range. And then I was like, all of the picks or the Browns picks. And then Shanithia was like, the Browns picks. So I was like, okay. So I put it together. That's one of the benefits of Patreon, and it was a Patreon exclusive for paid members of Patreon. So there are some benefits to being a part of Patreon. I would say a ton of benefits. Also, into the fall, I'm working on some very special things for Patreon, for the Patreon community, for the paid portion on Patreon. So get your popcorn ready. That's all I'm going to say. Get your popcorn ready. Just like T.O., just like KC Concepcion, get your popcorn ready. Shout out to you, Selma Fudd. Shout out to you. If AB wanted Simpson, they had a chance. I agree with that, C.A. Anderson. I think it's just people trying to I think it's just people trying to get something else to talk about. When you really got to talk about the football, When you really got to talk about the football, that's when people crumble. That's when the media, they start to crumble. I agree. He was speaking to the like they were kindergartners. If Johnny had 5 apples, that is a fact, Cedric. That is a fact. All right, Jizzle, what's going on? Good morning, man. How you feeling? What he was saying is he wouldn't take him that high. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Craig. He was making it clear. He was making it clear. Phaedra, what's going on? Welcome in. Good morning. Marvin Woodbury, what's going on? Welcome in. Good morning. Marie is in the building. What is going on, Marie? What's going on?
Everybody stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Blessings, family. What's going on, Marie? Marie, as I was putting together the show, I saw what you put in Patreon. I'm going to put it in the group chat for you. I'll put it in the group chat for you. I just didn't get the chance to this morning as I was putting the show together. Bayless, what's going on? How you feeling? You're not too late. You haven't missed any topics yet. You're not too late. Patreon never sleeps. We are lit over there. I'm trying to tell them it's only going to go up. It's only going to go up on the Patreon. It's only going to go up from here, y'all. I still haven't figured out how to post in the group chat. I saw a Q-Clip last night, but I couldn't figure out post it in the group chat. I got you. I'll post it over there for you. And then I think what I need to do, because I want to make sure everybody who is part of the paid portion of Patreon, they are getting the experience. I want to make sure they are getting the experience, the full experience of Patreon, because I think the group chat is one of the biggest features over there. So I'm going to put together a post just kind of walking through like where to find it in the app, how to get to it, how to post over there, just so people get that full experience. So that's something I'm going to do. I'll get that out to y'all real soon. Real soon. Where we at? JC Smith Music, good morning. Listen to Cleveland Media today. Their take after talking to Andrew Berry was Shedeur will be on the practice team. Shaking my head. JC Smith Music, what's going on? Shout out to you tapping in. I remember during one of the watch parties, you said you normally listen while you're working. So shout out to you. Get that money. But hey, don't worry about what they're talking about. What's going on? Don't worry about what they're talking about. Who would want to start more against Atlanta? Shedeur. Watson, if you're asking me, it's Shedeur all day. Not even close. It's Shedeur all day. Good morning, A.M. Williams. Welcome in. All right, y'all, let's get to it. I haven't seen Keith Mathis yet, but shout out to Keith Mathis. One of the people who I've really started to listen to a lot, and I just like the way they break things down, is Dr. Myles Munroe. RIP to him, but his teachings just are timeless. I've been listening to him a lot. So we got him for motivation, talking about some mindset, y'all. So we're going to get to it momentarily. Let's see who we got coming in. What they want to say is there's no belief in 2 they consider Todd, but that sounds ridiculous too. If no faith in 2 and didn't draft Simpson, then not much faith in him either. Miss K, talk to him. Good morning, Charmaine, hardest working woman in Ohio. Glad to have you. Anyone that thinks Shedeur will be on the practice squad should be banned from media. I agree with that. Their whole existence is just triggering Shedeur Sanders supporters. Or just will talk to him. I agree with that, and that's why I rarely give it any energy. Any energy. If Andrew Berry's on there, if Emory Hunt is on there, I'll listen to him. But to me, y'all tell me what they say, because I don't go searching for it. You know what I'm saying? I just start blocking them on X. I do not see it. I don't see it. It's no point. It's no point in me seeing it. This isn't Shedeur energy. It's totally different vibe than when the season started last year. I only started watching because I started seeing Shedeur getting pushed aside by Stanky. Yeah, it's totally different energy. They are trying to use last year and say that's how this year's going to go. It doesn't even make sense. Good morning, Joy Monet, good morning. Yesterday, I was in deep thought about why the media is all of a sudden hyping up the Browns, saying how well they did in the draft. Today, I saw Mina Kimes say the Browns are now a great place for QBs. I'm going to tell y'all something. Man, I just get a good laugh out of how they switched up because they didn't see this as possible. And I saw it as something that you could easily execute with the proper plan. So I just laugh, man. I just laugh at them. The first sign that things were changing was a shift in mindset. It was a shift in mindset. I saw the mindset shift. I immediately bought in. I didn't wait for anything to happen. I didn't wait for free agency. I didn't wait for any of that stuff. I was just like, oh, this is different because mindset is something I take very seriously. So it's something I pay attention to. And it was just very clear to me. So I said, this is the side I'm on. So everybody trying to jump on that train.
Everybody stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man.
Stay on that side, man. Just like Ja tell him. Just like he telling him. That's it. Rage and clickbait. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why I'm not checking for it. I see that now they will be hype. They will hype Cleveland to tell other QBs to come and try to push Shedeur aside. I saw this coming. Mina confirmed it. Shaking my head. Yeah. Unfortunately, Shedeur has the opportunity to do the same thing he did at the end of last year. Win games. When you win games, you eliminate the opportunity for these guys to come here. And I got to believe they're going to win games. So I don't give it too much energy. That's on Black Pearl. I like it. Make it plain. I don't like Mina. I like it plain like that. Make it plain. I'm so lame, y'all. Who is Mina? Is Mina, I believe her last name is Kimes or Kimes. She's on ESPN. She's on their football coverage. Right, last year, you could see they weren't far off, but they needed a new coach and culture. That's it. They were very close. When you have a competitive team once every 3 years, it's hard for fans to have hope. I don't mind if fans – see, if fans' emotions are up and down, I don't mind. If you notice, I rarely say anything about what fans say. A lot of times, I say something about what people who have been doing this for years do and say. So the basis of my channel, when I started, I turned my channel into the thing that I was irritated by. I saw people not having a good understanding of football, and I started to work on my understanding of football, and I created my channel to have my voice so I can speak on football. That's what I did. I don't really talk about fans that much. If you look at it, there is a overarching view of who I will criticize and who I will not. You rarely see me criticizing fans. Majority of the time, if you see me criticizing what somebody says, it is a podcaster. It is a person in the local media. It is a person in the national media. It is a former athlete. You don't see me criticizing fans. Fans can do or say whatever they want. That I don't mind because I know the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of being a fan. So the people who get paid to speak on this, those are the people that I will criticize what they say, especially when they don't do research. Technically, QB play in the NFL is mid at best. No QB was killing it last season. They were not. Shanithia, what's going on? Good morning.
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
Come to Off the Record D, where we going to read your super chats. Your voice is going to be heard. What's going on, Shanithia? We know you get into it. We enjoy your time while you're here, when you're here. Shout out to you, Shanithia. Also, Shanithia, your prize merch has been printed in production. When I get the tracking number, I'll send it over to you. So shout out to you and Sassy Jazzatarius for winning the Off the Record draft challenge. Shout out to you. Where we leave off at? I think we left off here. I can't stand her. She don't like Shedeur either. Speaking of Mina Kimes, as soon as Kay Stanky got fired, the mindset changed. That's a fact. That's when I noticed it. All they needed was a retool and not a full rebuild. That's a fact. Miss K, do you remember when people in the Cleveland media were saying it's going to be 7 years before they could get good? I was like, man, oh man, these people just don't know. Mina has no credibility either. They are just talking heads. They were all tearing down Shedeur and Deion, so I don't care what she says. That's a fact. That is a fact. My biggest criticism of sports reporting is that it is a lagging indicator. They only report on things after the fact, and they are Captives of the moment. On top of that, shaking my head. Ivy League Mac, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I really like the fact that you called them a lagging indicator. In trading, there are indicators that you can see live, and there are some that you can see after the day ends. The ones that you see after the day ends, they tell you more long term. They don't tell you what's happening in the moment. Ones that tell you what's happening in the moment, they are more powerful when you are day trading. So shout out to Ivy League. I told y'all, man, Ivy League Mac, he be dropping bars. This is not financial advice, but when he told y'all, hey man, just get an index, he was right. I peeped that. That's why I don't like her, because there's no reason for the hate. I agree he will never win. Tell me if Arch told Jimmy, hey, I want to come. Would Jimmy say no? That's all I need to know. Then I can relax. It's uncontrollable. I would say don't get yourself too worked up about it. Don't get yourself too worked up about it. Don't get yourself too worked up about it if it's something you can't control. Wait and see. The Browns win 10 games. We don't got to hear no quarterback talk. So I would just say, just be careful. Protect your peace as much as you can, Joy. Some of the media just reskips and don't know the game. That's a fact. That is a fact, Craig. The new business model is to keep fans and viewers in their emotions. That's a fact. I don't mean we don't have good teams, but reality is mentality here still needs to grow into and learn to win. Shedeur has more experience than Watson playing winning football because Watson isn't there. And it's been a long time since Watson played some good football. Long time. Yes, I agree. What kills me is all of the just drafted QB. Any rookie QB is going to need development and a supportive coaching staff. Talking like a rookie will come in and play like a vet. I called that out last year. I'm like, man, y'all comparing Shedeur to the vets. It don't even make sense. Oh, let's see. Detroit Gemini, what's going on? You didn't miss much, Detroit Gemini. You didn't miss much. We didn't really get the show started yet. We just kind of, kicking it. You know what I'm saying? You know when you get to work and you just kicking it early on. We just kind of kicking it. You didn't miss much. You ain't miss much. D, I put my username when I order my merch. Is that a problem? Shouldn't be a problem. I believe I remember looking at yours, and I remember seeing the correct shipping address, and that is the most important thing I need. Let me double check. We're gonna do it live. Un momento. No, you good. You are good. You're good. I got your full shipping address. I didn't get any alerts when your order came through. If something is missing and there's going to be a problem with shipping, I'll get an alert right away. And then I want some AI to do some work, but I haven't fully trained my AI bot yet to handle the stuff on the back end, so I'm handling it manually. But you are good. You're good, Black Pearl. You're good. You are good. Shout out to C.A. Anderson.
This is a foolishness. Foolishness.
You don't know what you're doing.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
C.A. Anderson got something to say early. Let's get this party started, y'all. D, you working overtime for us. Appreciate you, my young brother. I got y'all. I have so many ideas, man. The Lord said, I'm going to give you a big head so you have a lot of ideas. I'm telling y'all, man. I got a lot of ideas in this cranium. a ton of ideas. So I'm always working, always looking for ways to improve and get better. So shout out to y'all. Thank you so much, C.A. Anderson. I appreciate you. Where DD at now with the terrible quotes about Shedeur down there with Kenny and the Raiders? People are going to be quiet now. They're going to be quiet. Love that energy. Talk to him. Let's see. You know they switched up. The people who they were hyping up, they don't even believe in those people. They don't even believe in them. They don't believe in them.
Broncos country, Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Come to Off the Record D, where we gonna read your super chats. Your voice is gonna be heard.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
Appreciate you as always, Shanithia. I'm with you, C.A. Anderson D. Thank you for all the work you put in. I appreciate y'all. And I don't mind working to get better, and I just want to make sure the experience is always good for y'all. So when I say I got some special stuff in store for the Patreon crew going into the season, I can't wait to show y'all. I cannot wait. I think y'all gonna love it. We're taking this thing to the next level. We're gonna turn it up a notch. Thank you for all your support, Shanithia. I think I missed somebody. Ivy League Mac, bingo. Institutionalized rage baiting. That's the only opportunity to keep the views in. Let's see where we at. I've been watching teams break QBs by playing them too soon, putting too much pressure, and not putting them in a position to succeed. That is a fact to it, man. That's a fact. Yes. All right. Black Pearl, you were good. I don't listen to Browns media like Mary Kay, Tony Rizzo, JL. I don't even know. Because they are just guessing. They ain't in the building. They've been locked out. Talk to them. Access denied. No problem, Black Pearl. I got you. I love how in AB's interview when he said that people judged the young QB's career too soon, he was talking to everybody in that room. AB be low-key telling them off to their face. That is a fact. right to their face. He's saying it right to them. Right to their face. Jimmy not slow. He know Arch not going to have that Shedeur revenue. James Woodard, talk to him. What's going on? What is going on? Talk to him. Good morning, Charmaine. Hardest working woman in Ohio. What's going on? What is going on? Shout out to Marie. Why it's not showing up? There we go. Shout out to Marie.
Everybody stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
Marie got something to say early. Okay, you're right, C. Anderson. Let's get it going. You always do a great job, D. This is a wonderful community of like-minded folks. Off the record family. Keep bringing the receipts, D. I wanted to say can't stop, won't stop, but I don't know if that's appropriate right now. So instead of saying can't stop, won't stop, we're going to show some receipts. We keep the receipts like CVS. It's never going away. I appreciate you, Marie. I appreciate your energy from the very beginning. Thank you. Remember one of the drafted players said it feels good to be believed in. That is a true thing. It feels good to be believed in. And y'all believe in me. And I don't take that kindly. I take it serious. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, Marie. The energy is unmatched. I agree with that. Oh, Jason Lloyd. Got you, Arjizzle. Jason Lloyd. D, you see how many people came to the draft party for Shedeur? I did. It was a line around the building. When AB used Malik Willis as an example of how quickly people wanted to call him a bust, it was a perfect because they have been talking about how Malik Willis is better than the QBs they have. Masterclass from AB. Let's get this thing going. Dr. Myles Munroe. Shout out to Key Mathis. I'm always going to say shout out to Key Mathis because she's the one that put me on to Dr. Myles Munroe. And I just been hooked listening to his teachings ever since. Let's get it going. Y'all know we got that motivation for you. Start that day right. Dr. Myles Munroe on Mindset. Let's go.
Think, and rich people think, and wealthy people think, then write these down. Poor people always think about money. Everything they talk about is money. I ain't got enough. I need more. I need to get raised. I need more money. I don't have enough. I can't pay this. Oh, if I had some more money. Oh, God, give me money. Oh, bless me money. It's money, money. These are poor people. Rich people are different. They think about things. This is my car. This is my suit. This is my house. Do you like my bag? Look at my shirt. I got a nice blouse. Look at my shoes. I done tennis. Look at that nice building I built. Look, they talk about things. Look at my boat. Look at my yacht. These are rich people. They are crazy people.
They are crazy people.
That's all they talk about what they have. But wealthy people are different. Wealthy people think about ideas. This is where God lives. This is the arena where God wants you to come. A man with ideas is always rich. A poor man is a man who has no ideas. So wealthy people don't think about money. They never talk about their things. They talk about ideas. If you want
the way he tied that together, just talking about ideas, it's all about the mindset and what you pay attention to and what you put value in. This is something great. This is something great. I saw this last night. I said, we got motivation. It's about creating new ideas and expanding the way that you think instead of just focusing on the cost of something. Think about the ideas, the use case, what it can bring for others. So I saw this. I watched it 4 times last night, but I said, look, I'm gonna watch it a 5th time because I really enjoy his message. I really enjoy Dr. Myles Munroe's message. That I'm telling you, I can't get enough of it. I cannot get enough of his message. I cannot get enough of it.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
Shout out to Selmo for tapping in on the Cash App. Great job, D. I appreciate you, Selmo, for it. I appreciate all your support. Also, I appreciate your current words. And you're active over there on Patreon, active in the group chat, putting up a lot of posts, highlighting players' birthdays, highlighting things with the Browns. So shout out to you. We appreciate you. Thank you, Selmo, for it. Detroit Gemini.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
Shout out to Detroit Gemini. Yes, D, thanks for working overtime and educating us every step of the way. You give us real info that helps us navigate these toxic Cleveland waters. I appreciate that. Because sometimes when I say stuff, it's not what you want to hear in the moment, but I just don't want y'all to be blindsided because I see how people are using your true appreciation and support for Shedeur. They're using it against you for clicks and views, and I just want y'all to be prepared. So if we'll just use the easy example. The easy example is if you look at the Browns drafting a quarterback and you would have never heard anything about them potentially drafting a quarterback, you would have been caught off guard. You would have said, I thought they believed in Shedeur. Why are they doing this? Why are they bringing somebody else in? And the Cleveland media would have ran with it. So I wanted to put it out there early. This could be an option. In the moment, it was medicine. But then when it happened, now when people try to make a big deal and try to use Taylor Green being drafted by the Browns as an issue or to show less belief in Shedeur, you don't got to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. So certain times I just try to do that to try to help y'all protect y'all peace. Because I know it don't make sense if I am sitting here in peace because I know it's just part of the process that they might draft a quarterback. But it benefits y'all as well, so y'all can sit in peace and then y'all can not worry about it. Then we're all in peace. Because what's the point of having peace if I'm the only one that has it in the situation? It's better when everybody has peace in the situation. So I appreciate you, Detroit Gemini. Thank you. Thank you. Let's catch up on the chat. Something I heard listening to last week's presser is that Shedeur mentioned he's thankful he doesn't have to chase anymore because they weren't giving him anything that was concrete that he had to achieve. Play better than Dylan in your first time on the field, it doesn't matter. You don't get more reps. Oh, you got to work on your cadence? Man, my cadence is straight. Everybody hears me. I get the playoff. What's the issue? They weren't giving him anything quantifiable that he could latch on to and hit a certain level of notches and know that that's what it took for him to get to the next position. It seems like now it's very clear he knows exactly what he needs to do to get to the next level. And I'm telling you, it unlocks something in the player when they know it's quantifiable things that they could grade you on, then you know it's going to be a fair competition. So I heard that too. And I was like, oh, that's it right there. That's it. Definitely hit that like button if you haven't already. I love the new wait. Let me start over. I'm too hype reading this, A.M. Williams. I love the way New Cleveland is moving. They are not having the foolishness from last season. Thank you for keeping such a positive podcast. I appreciate you, A.M. Williams. It was one of those things that I said, year 2 won't be like year 1. I kept saying it. Fool me once, shame on me. No, shame on you. Fool me twice. I'm like, what's his name? I'm like President Bush. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So they got away with it last year. They played with people's emotions last year. They played in people's faces last year. This year, we're just going to look right past it. No emotions, no feelings. We're just going to keep it moving, keep it pushing forward. So I'm happy y'all are seeing that. Singing, this is how we do it. Oh, is that Montel Williams or Montel Jordan? What's his last name? Yes, the Dr. Myles Munroe is good. It's good stuff. Shedeur knows he's QB1. Bucky said he is going to be filming all of Shedeur's games. They all know he is QB1. Watson doesn't have a chance. That's it. Live life gratefully. What's going on? This is good stuff. That's why we do the motivation. That's why we do it. That's truth. No more chasing is a nice bar. That is a fact. Crown Woman Collective. What's going on? What is going on? Let's see. Let's go here. What's going on, Crown Woman Collective? Good morning. Let's run it up for y'all for Off the Record D. I appreciate you. Let me do this right. I got a throwback for you, too. Let me see. Let me find something for you real quick. Let's see if I can find it.
Money.
Let's see if I can find it. Montel Jordan, not Williams. Marie, I was close. I wasn't sure, so that's why I put it out there. Help me, y'all. Help me. I wasn't certain. I was not certain. I wasn't certain. Let's see. See, I'm vulnerable with y'all. I let y'all know when I'm not fully I'm not fully certain on something. I'll let y'all know. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Let's see. For Crown Women Collective. Let's see if I can find it. When I always think about this. Let's see if I can get this out. Let's see. Let's go here. I always think about this. I think Crown Woman Collective said this a long time ago, y'all. Long time. Let's see. Let's go here.
One, two, three, release them. I wish it had
Shout out to Crown Woman Collective. Crown Woman Collective said this a long time ago. And I forgot. I forgot. I didn't forget, I should say. I didn't forget. Shout out to Crown Wolf Collective. I appreciate you. All right, let's go here. And let's go. Let's keep it moving on the chat. Shout out to y'all. Where we leave off at? Zedric dropping something for us. Let me grab that. Where we at? Zedric. Let me find them. I got so many screens going on, y'all. Dang, where's Zedric message go? Let me find it. Thank you to everybody supporting the stream. I really appreciate y'all more than y'all know. Zedric, do me a favor. Can you drop that in the chat again, the link that you said? I'm missing it on my end. I got too much going on right now. But drop that in the chat again for me, Zedric. Drop that in the chat. Stefanski going to be in a hunt for #1 pick. That's a fact. I believe that. It's a blessing just to let some things come to you. Glad he's in a better place. Now they're obsessing over the fact that AB considered Ty Simpson. So what if he didn't draft him? If they wanted Ty, they would have drafted him, period. Talk to him, Detroit Gemini. Talk to him. I love when Shedeur say he feels bulletproof. That's a fact. It's a new energy, new excitement. All right, so let me grab this with Zedric sent. Let's see. All right, solid. Thank you, Zedric. Shout out to you. That's the plug right there. That is the plug. Where we at? Hey, thank you, y'all, for getting me together. Thank you for y'all getting me together. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I got a buzzer myself, y'all. Now that I think about it, wasn't Montel Williams a talk show host? I got to buzzer myself, y'all. I got to buzzer myself. Black Pearl. I got to buzzer myself for that one, y'all. I had to think about it.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
Appreciate you, Black Pearl. Follow the energy in the room. When one chip in, we all chip in. Thanks, D, for all you do. Because of the knowledge I have learned here, I'm able to sit and talk football with the big boys. Keep up the good work. I appreciate y'all. And you don't get one thing when you come over here. You're going to get some motivation. You're going to get some laughs. You'll get some jokes. You'll get some education. You're going to get a bunch of different things over here. And I'm just happy that y'all receive what I put out there, and I don't got to switch it up. I don't got to do the clickbait stuff. I don't got to do the fake stories. I don't got to do the drama. We mainly get to focus on football and the coverage of football and the coverage of sports. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you, Black Pearl. I think I missed one of the chats. Now, that would be epic if he could, but the NFL doesn't allow filming. I think I missed the other side of that. Hey, D, can I get a shirt for being a member on my birthday? When your birthday, Summer Fun? When is your birthday? Let's talk. When is your birthday? Both Montels was on fire in the 90s. Yeah, I'm getting them mixed up. So very true. We love the energy in this room. I appreciate y'all. Easier to just hit the dislike button and debating with them. That's why their comments are always at the bottom, tethering on obscurity. That's a fact. Exactly. D, equipping us with the knowledge that supports our passion. Yes. Some of you still here, you need to send that clip of that Dog Pound song so D can add it to the soundboard. D, you have to play a snippet. Let me know. Send it to me. Shout out to Zedric for sending that again. Yes, I really like the energy over here. You've got mail. I got to add that to the thing. Yeah, Team's got that link. I got it from him, but it was fire. You're correct, D. Don't get played for clicks by responding to the talking heads. They pretend Shedeur is in competition. They avoid the fact that DG won't survive the competition. They do not want to talk about it. I think he dated VP Kamala for a little minute too. I might have seen some pictures. I think you're right about that. Zedric, do these media people have image consultants or someone who helped them with their branding? It is crazy how they live in chaos and lack credibility. They used to live this way with no receipts. Nobody would hold them accountable. Nobody would keep records. Nobody would pay attention to what they actually were saying from day to day. Now it's new media versus old media, where new media is like, how much can I really listen to you if I just start pulling receipts on your track record? So I like it. Yes, this is a good way to start. I think you wanted to say start the day with positive and eliminate the gray, as D says. I got you. I know your phone wants to have a voice. Marie, your phone always wants to be heard. DG had it for the practice squad. I agree with that. All right, let's keep this thing pushing forward. Thank you to everybody who's supporting the stream. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Let's keep it pushing forward. Let's go here. So me and Zedric was talking about this, and we're like, man, they need to. Zedric sent me something on TikTok, and it was a guy who used to be an NFL scout, and he was telling stories about when he was a scout. And he was telling stories about being a scout. And I was like, man, only if the Browns could have somebody in the room when this was happening. So they let Yahoo Sports reporter go in the room. I'm not the biggest fan of her reporting, but this is not about me. But they let her sit in the draft room. So she tried her best to highlight what was happening throughout. So one thing that it seems like she misreported was the Browns' interest in Ty Simpson. That is one thing she did. So I thought this was cool that they allowed somebody in the room. You can see the process. I thought the value that I got from this was the technology that they use, the computers that they have, how they have people who take calls. AB also takes calls on trades. I like the process of it. I like that part more. When she is adding what she believes they think, like, I don't really care much about that. I want to know what they actually do. I want to know how they put this thing together. So there were some good from it, but definitely one thing she tried to highlight that they wanted Ty Simpson more than it seems like they had an interest. I think they were just shocked. But the article is out. It is Yahoo Sports. I'll tell y'all the title of the article. The title of the article, if you want to look for it, Inside Cleveland Browns NFL Draft Room, where trade calls keep phones ringing and high-speed databases were. I can eat the chicken and spit the bones out, as pastors used to say. So for me, I just go through the fluff. Zedric, you got another one, so let me get that one. Let me snatch that up. Okay. It's loading, then I'm just going. All right, perfect. Thank you. Shout out to the plug. So for this, if y'all want, does anybody want me to drop this article in the chat? If you want, I'll drop the link to the article in the chat. I just thought she probably misrepresented some things where she was giving her opinion, and that's where I think she got it wrong. DG getting married soon. His fiance had her bridal shower last weekend. Congrats to them on their relationship. Congrats to them. My phone does that too. I need to find a way to cut off autocorrect today. Yes, the phone I use for work does that all the time. I can't stand it. Wait, y'all see Janky Judy back in practice? He saw those new wide receivers, so he knew he better step up. That's a fact. You know what's funny, D? The main topic was drafting Fano, and they pivoted to Ty Simpson, shaking my head. And it was very clear that they wanted Spencer Fano. Yes, I read that piece. She actually likes AB. Fano and Casey, actually, I read it and said Casey was a pick regardless of what happened with Ty. Yes. Is the team still practicing? I believe they had a 3-day voluntary additional practice that they can have. So today might be day 3, if I'm not mistaken. Today might be day 3 of that, Marie. They wanted Ty Simpson as much as they wanted Taylor Green in the 6th round. Talk to him, Shanithia. Talk to him. Janky don't want to ride that pond. He better show up and show out. That's a fact. I believe it was a 3-day. Todd Monken was saying they get an additional 3-day. Throughout the stream, I'll look it up for you, Marie, and let you know the dates. It wasn't published like the other stuff was published, but I'll look it up for you. All right, let's go. This is Ndamukong Suh. He has a podcast. He was breaking down money, draft picks, how teams get it wrong. I thought this was an interesting thing considering what we are seeing happening right now. It's draft time. Guys just got drafted. Their lives will be changed forever. Their families' lives will be changed forever. So let's get to it. They got the one that was before the draft because it was a new coach, and I believe they have this one that was voluntary. And the Browns were putting out things for it. Let's get to it.
Draft every year, of course. The league is always trying to replace you.
Yeah, for sure.
Younger and cheaper. I feel like
for
the
sure.
GM is the goal. What's the biggest adjustment that players have to make once they enter the league and they know, hey, I got to replace. I'm brought here to replace a guy that might be a elder Pro Bowler or elder fan favorite.
I think yes, this league is not for long, and if I can replace you and with just as good of talent or better talent for a cheaper price, I'm going to do that. That's just common business sense at the end of the day. Like if I can say, hey, I have an employee that is helping with the accounting that cost me $70,000, $80,000 a year, but yet I can go do the same accounting and I can use AI for $20,000 a year. Why am I not going to AI?
Yeah.
Like it just makes sense.
Yep.
And so ultimately you got to, as a player, always provide a certain level of value that can't be replaced. Or unless the team's going in a massive different reconstruction, which can be the case with head coaching changes and all these different things, when they do lose you to free agency or trade or whatever it is, they feel that void.
Yeah.
They feel that lost. That is where you show your value. And I think I've been able to do that in my career, but also a lot of people have been able to do that in their careers, saying like, I lost this player and I had to reset almost my entire team to get back to where we were previously.
Talking about not just
I played that because I thought that was interesting, his breakdown of they're always looking to replace you with somebody cheaper, younger, stronger, faster. So, Jerry Jeudy, the Browns have shown a desire to upgrade the wide receiver room. You have to get with it. You got to get with it. They're looking to go younger, and you don't want to be the one that gets pushed out. You don't want to be the one that gets pushed out the room in a year. He should be wide receiver 3 or 4. He doesn't deserve to be 1. Speaking of Jeudy got to put that work in. I believe Andrew Berry has redeemed his reputation. Let me start over. I believe Andrew Berry has redeemed his reputation after a strong draft, saying the GM could completely shift perception of his tenure if the rookie class produces immediate starters. I agree with that. He started to improve his reputation and people accept him as a GM last year with his draft, and then now this will solidify it. Everybody got to add Shedeur to the story so they can get views. If she wouldn't have added that part at the end of the article, none of us would have read it. They know what they are doing. Detroit Gemini, talk to him. Everybody needs a Shedeur story. If y'all notice, I try to limit how much I use Shedeur on thumbnails, and I try to limit how much I use his name in titles. I understand that is a sacrifice for me on viewership, and like it might slow down my growth. But I never want to end up in the clickbait side of YouTube. Once you get tagged as a clickbait YouTuber, things go bad for you. So if I truly have a main story about Shedeur, like a Shedeur interview or Shedeur, like a long Shedeur press conference we're going to break down, then I'll use Shedeur. But I try to avoid that. That's something I try to avoid doing because it irritates me when I see other people do it. When I see other people do it, I'm like, man, that's cheap clicks. So it's one of those things that might go under the radar, but I try to keep it true to what we actually going to talk about during the stream. That's one of the things I work towards. What was the thing under Shedeur hat when practicing? When he turned around, you could see the wires coming out of the back of it. I would have to look again. It could be a microphone. It could be. I'm not for certain. I'm guessing. But I'll have to look at it again and let you know, Marie. The NFL Players Association next bargaining agreement needs to have a clause that if you get drafted, you are guaranteed 3 years in the league. That should be enough time to develop or not. I like the lines of where you're going with that, Shanithia. It's part of the reason why there was a hold off last year with second round draft picks. They were trying to push for more guarantees. So if you got guarantees, you're gonna be on the team. If you got guarantees, you're gonna be on the team. So look at Isaiah Bond. He just signed a fully guaranteed deal. You know he's gonna be here. He signed his fully guaranteed. So I like the lines of how you're thinking. They are slowly pushing that through. That's a fact. They use Shedeur name as clickbait. They do. So much so they drafted 2 and added additional depth. Yeah, Judy got to show up and show out. QB1 Shedeur ain't gonna be playing with Jerry Judy. First time he dropped the ball, it's over for him. They gonna give him 1 or 2, but they're not gonna give him 10. That Tyson Campbell trade was a good pivot point for how AB was viewed. That was very key because Greg Newsome is more comfortable as a zone corner, and we play a lot of man, and also he wants to go to the outside, but he wasn't going to be able to beat out Denzel, and he's not as good in man coverage as a Tyson Campbell. So, really good trade. Last week you could clearly see the camera, but not with the hat. If it's a camera, why wear the hat on top? Yeah, I would have to look at it again, but just my first thought is maybe it's a microphone. That's my first thought. I was thinking Mike because I couldn't make out the camera. Me as well. Shadore, Angel Reese, every week a new narrative surrounding them for clicks and views. I agree with that. Y'all know I probably follow the WNBA more than a lot of people that cover like sports where I can speak on it. But I noticed last year that speaking on Angel Reese, it just creates a level of controversy. Speaking on Caitlin Clark, I was like, dang, so this is what y'all turn it into when you talk about their performance on the court? It's kind of crazy. So just, I had a post where I said last year, I said LeBron, Shedeur, and Caitlin Clark were the most, what's the word I use? I had to think about it. But basically they divided the most fans. I can't think of how I worded it. Most polarizing, that's what it was. The most polarizing stories in sports. And people push back on me and say, oh, they didn't perform this. And I'm like, it's not about performance. It's how people speak on them. So I see it. But even with I'm a bigger fan of the WNBA than a lot of people. It just gets to a place where it's not about the sport anymore. And that's what I can't get with. I can't get with that. I can't get with it. Let's keep it pushing. They still think of her in her rookie year. Angel was cooking last year and showing more of her bag. Yeah, like they looked at her and said, "Oh, okay, she's not the best. She's not the best scorer on offense." And they tried to cap her as a player who was only going to be that way her whole career. They never looked at if she put in the work, she can get better offensively. And that's why I don't like when people box stuff in where the only outcome is negative. They never think about the positive. So, okay, if you're saying the negative of her game is she might not improve her offensive game, well, wouldn't you also talk about the positive if she improves her offensive game, what that'll turn into? So it's just it's a different way to cover sports. And I was just like, man, this is crazy. All right, let's keep it pushing.
The Eagles drafted wide receiver.
We're a lot in the Patreon chat. We talk about how this is guys living their dreams out. How they're sharing the special moments with their family, how their family is giving them very good advice as they go into a new part, a new chapter in their life. And Micah Parsons, to me, his timing is terrible in this. And it's one of those situations where this is the best night of Mekhi Lemon's life probably so far, unless he has like kids or if he's married, up until this point, based on the things he's worked towards. And Micah wants to use that moment to say something to another one of the co-hosts versus realizing you have a player here who came up for an interview. And it's just very poor timing. Very, very, very poor timing. So let's get to it. I like how Skip goes at him.
Mekhi Lemon, and he did an interview with Bleacher Report, and Micah Parsons was a part of the interview. And Micah is catching some heat for what he had to say. I want to play this right here.
To really get it home, to call Philly, especially a great organization, I couldn't be even, more happy. So, I'm excited, man.
Oh, I love everything about him already. Micah, what do you think?
Hey, bro, congratulations, bro. Hey. Hey, you had me everything but the greatest organization, bro. I was trying to hold it, bro. I was really trying to hold it.
Makai's face.
So I'm gonna play y'all the full clip of that because it's just it's terrible. It's terrible timing of when he's doing that. Terrible. So let's hear Skip out.
Skip, how do you feel about this?
I got to put my seatbelt on for this one.
Buckle up.
Talk to him, Skip.
Yeah, damn.
Talk to him, Skip.
This just hit me the wrong way. But Micah often hits me the wrong way.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever agreed with one thing Le'Veon Bell has ever said in his life, but I did agree with what he called this lame, and to me, low, because if you step back and look at this, Mekhi Lemon agrees to come on this podcast, and this is the night of his life. Mm-hmm. He's excited, understandably excited, enthusiastic, just spilling over because he just got picked by the perfect team for him at the perfect time and in the perfect town, because Eagles fans are going to love this kid because he is a dog and a baller. Mm-hmm. And he fits who they are and what they need and what they are going to do. And Micah Parsons actually sits back and laughs at this poor kid just trying to be nice in the interview. And he hasn't done a lot of interviews in his life, and he's not great at it, so he's doing the best he can. He laughs at him for calling the Eagles the greatest organization when he didn't say greatest. He just said they're a great organization. Well, doesn't every kid that gets drafted by every team say it's a great organization? And by the way, do the Eagles not have the best general manager in all of football? So doesn't that maybe qualify as the greatest organization? And just for the record, Mike has now played for the Dallas Cowboys. And let's see, the Eagles have been to 4 Super Bowls since the Cowboys went to 1. And he's now a Green Bay Packer. And the Eagles have been to 3 Super Bowls since the Packers went to a Super Bowl. And if in the end I can psychoanalyze this, I wonder if this still eats at Micah's psyche that, remember, on his draft night, what happened? The Eagles actually traded up from 12 to 10 with the Dallas Cowboys.
So y'all get the point. Skip is not with it. And I agree with Skip. It's timing for everything, and it's the wrong time. It's the wrong time. Tessa, what's going on?
Well.
What is going on? What's going on, Tessa? Let's catch up on the chat. Shelby Harris went to the Giants. That was our boy. Yeah, he went to the Giants. His energy will be missed. Hopefully somebody can step in his spot. Micah is jaded by his Cowboys experience. I agree. Got some growing up to do. I like when Shaq finally checked RG3 for putting out that picture and coming down on her. Shaq said, "This ain't what you want. I will chin check you," in so many words. He did. And if you notice, RG3 changed how he started speaking on Angel Reese. And also, that's why I don't really pump what RG3 says, even stuff about Shedeur, because I don't like the energy he had with Angel Reese. So if y'all were ever curious, I know people can post whatever they want, but with RG3, I don't like what he was doing. So that's why you won't see me posting RG3 when he talks good about Shedeur. Just put that out there. Micah has some growing up to do. I agree with that. Micah wanted to be an Eagle. He mad. I cried all weekend watching some grown men making it to the NFL. Yeah, this is so far they spent about 40% of their life pursuing this thing. And then he picks that time to say something. It's like, come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's see. I hate how former players like Akib and McCoy defended that. Parkins, the same one, commented about Shedeur patting the ball too. He's juvenile sometimes. Got some growing up to do. Is Micah even playing this season? He has too much idle time on his hands. He definitely got some growing up to do. I couldn't stop watching some of those stories. They're so heartwarming. Especially, I like how the NFL was highlighting these guys' families. That's the part, if y'all want to know, the part that I'm watching, and I'm like, man, when they show their parents speaking life into them, I just think about some of the things that my parents have told me throughout my life, and that's the part that hit me. When it's the families talking to them, oh man, those are the ones. I'm like, man, who cutting the onions? Who cutting the onions? So true. I can watch those all day. I was so proud like they were my own. I see a lot of vets hate on the rookies and second-year players. I guess it's their hazing of the new people in the league. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. I pray for our youngest coming into the league. It's their dream. It's their life. So heartwarming. Yes, like this is the biggest moment for them. I'm going to play a little bit of Gerald McCoy trying to defend him, and then we're going to show that his defense is weak. He's defending him because he's cool with Micah. So let's get to it.
Right. Way to go, Micah. Congratulations.
Can I add a little context to what's going on? First and foremost, I know Micah personally, and if you know Micah personally and you ever been around him, Micah's a great dude. Micah just loves to have a good time. He's a great guy. He used to be at the Mavs games. He's not as you see him at the Pro Bowl and he was on the scooter and all that. Yeah. He's just an energy bug. He loves to have a good time. But when you see him, he's not. Because when you see him behind the scenes, he stands in the corner, don't do a lot of talking. He's not real flashy or nothing like that. He always pays homage to people who came before.
Hey, this is a lot of explaining. Just get to what he did, man. Get to what he did. Get to it. Get to it.
For him, the first time I met Micah, he was nothing but singing my praises of, man, this and this and this. And Micah was already Micah at the time when we first met. But anytime you see him interact with anybody, even if you go look at all the other interviews from all the other draft picks, he was giving out advice. He was, do this, go be yourself, whatever. But let's add some context to the clip that they clipped of what happened. Let me tell you what really happened. Yeah. So Adam Lefkoe is from Philadelphia. He's the host. Adam Lefkoe, when he introduced Micah, he said, this is the greatest organization. The kid didn't say it. And if you look at Micah's eyes.
He said great.
He said great, but Adam Lefkoe, who's from Philly, he's an Eagles fan, said the greatest organization. That's why when Micah looked, if you look at his eye line, he looked to the left where Lefkoe was at and said, you lost me when you said the greatest, because he wasn't talking to the kid. He was.
Let's go to the clip, the full clip that they put out. Let's play it.
He is now the wide receiver.
It's too much talking for me, man. Just get to it. Too much talking for me.
For the greatest franchise in the NFL. It is the Philadelphia Eagles, who now bring in an absolute dog in Mekhi Lemon, who is joining the BR show. I got Micah Parsons. I got Malik Neighbors. What does it feel like to call Philly home? That's been the question all night. Was this expected, and how does it feel?
It's definitely, unexpected, but it's a great feeling. I've been waiting, so long for this moment. So, to really get it home, to call Philly, especially a great organization, I couldn't be even, more happy. So, I'm excited, man.
Oh, I love everything about him already. Micah, what do you think?
Hey, bro, congratulations, bro. Hey, you had me everything but the greatest organization, bro. I was trying to hold it, bro. I was really trying to.
Okay. Now, this is what happens when you have people around you who don't tell you what you need to hear sometimes. Gerald McCoy, if you're a true friend of Micah Parsons, you would tell him this is the wrong time. This is the wrong time to react to whatever you heard the host say when you have him directly in front of you, supposed to be doing an interview right after he's drafted. It is the wrong time. If I'm standing at the register and I'm paying, it's the wrong time to try to tell me a joke. It's just the wrong time. If I'm at valet and they're saying, oh man, your car has a pin that I got to put in to drive it, and I'm trying to give them the pin without yelling it out for the world to hear, and you trying to tell me a joke, it's the wrong time. It's the wrong time. When you were somewhere and you were getting directions, and it's vital, and your kid want to ask you something that's not that important, it is the wrong time. I can tell you a million examples or give you a million examples of when your timing can be wrong. It's not about your intent. Intent is not the issue. The timing is the issue. The timing is the issue. This is a lack of maturity because he got to laugh and he got to say something. You are not in the locker room. This is not the locker room. This is in front of camera. In this moment, you are supposed to be conducting an interview. This is not the time for the shots back and forth. This is not the time for that. He is not in the room with y'all. It's poor timing. And if Gerald McCoy was a true friend to him, he would say, I understand that you were not talking to Makai Lemon. But that was not the right time to say it. That was not the right time to say to the other host, oh, you had me everything but this, because this is where the issue starts to happen. As soon as Micah starts to speak to Makai Lemon, leave what the host said alone. Or say that to the host first and then say, all right, Makai, we not worried about him. This is your night. This is your moment. It was poor timing. Poor timing. It's 1,000 examples I can give y'all of something being poor timing, not necessarily having ill intent. The timing is terrible. Terrible. That's what it is. And people just got to be real with you. If you get something off, just say you get it off. But this timing, terrible. Terrible timing. Terrible timing. So, Micah, you got to do better, man. You got to do better. You got to do better. You have to. That's a cop-out, Gerald. It was a cop-out. Look, hating Gerald McCoy. But that wasn't the time to do it, if what he's saying is true. I don't like Gerald. Either way, that wasn't the time to say it. That's a fact, Tika. All I hear are excuses for Micah. It was the wrong time, period. That's a fact. McCoy bias. Never once did I see him defend Shedeur as he watched his NFL buddies go in, which is ironic because he says his son is into sports. If his kid gets to the NFL and they do him like Shedeur, that's a fact. Like, it's only because he has a relationship and he's trying to protect how people are piling on Micah Parsons. You wouldn't have to protect him if you just acknowledged it was poor timing. Even Khalib said, "Oh, it's just they're on our podcast, so it's how we treat them." Like, come on, man. Exactly. Lack of maturity. He has been drafted. Rookie trying to enjoy his night. Again, selfish behavior. Talk to him. You were kikiing when I just got drafted. That's a fact. Okay, they got us with the clip, but he could have waited until the young man was done. It was poor timing. I think, this is what I think. I think saying, oh, you didn't see the whole clip is a cop-out. Because then when you watch the whole clip, it doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it better. It doesn't make Gerald McCoy's argument stronger from the short version to the long version. Short to long, it's still poor timing. It's still poor. It's poor timing. Poor timing. Neighbors wasn't going to say anything or correct him because he was too busy hating on Tate. For real. Why would you bring him in? I was like, man, oh man, these guys. Or say it once, Makai Lemon is off the line. That was bad timing. He should have let the young man have his moment. That's a fact. Like they say on TikTok, Makai, you are not the birthday. Talk to him, Crown Woman Collective. He would be crying foul to Coach Prime and the CU aunties wanting us to have his kids back, but receipts will be pulled. That's a fact. Now, Talib, I would expect to read the room a little better. He did not. He did not read the room. He defended it. So we know Gerald McCoy stands. I just saw this, and just after watching all of these guys live out their dreams in front of us, I see people, and they try to say this is okay, and I look, and I'm like, man, y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping. I'll get y'all Aqib Talib's response, and then we'll push it forward.
You know, it got clipped, and he made it look the way it looked, but, man, I ain't got no problem with what Micah did because he wasn't even talking to the kid.
I have no problem with what Micah did because he wasn't talking to the kid. That's poor advice from a friend that you supposedly care about. That is poor advice from a friend that you supposedly care about. Let's get to Aqib on this.
Yeah.
But whether he was talking to the kid or whether he was talking to Adam, he really was just trolling the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? It was a little Cowboys. I'm a cowboy at heart. You know how Mike is. He was just saying, like.
You don't think Micah wants to be an Eagle?
No, I don't think he want to be an Eagle. He just, if you like the Cowboys, you ever was a Cowboy, you just going.
Okay, but other context is Micah did grow up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, about 100 miles from Philly, as an Eagle fan, just for the record. So go ahead.
But still, I don't think that matter. I grew up a Cowboys fan. Once I got to Denver, I was not a Cowboys fan no more. It's just, you lose your childhood team once a team.
Unless you play for them like I did.
Yeah, I'm saying. Once you sign that contract, that is now my new favorite team.
Right.
Yeah.
But I just think he was just trolling, man. It had nothing to do with the kid. He wasn't tearing down the kid or nothing. He just was trolling the Eagles. Like, hold on, Left Cole. Or hold on, Micah. I don't know about the best organization in the world. Like, he just trolling. It was if you see the whole night, him and neighbors sat up there and had a great time, bro. It was lighthearted. They laughed a bunch. They gave their honest opinions on everything. And it was just a lighthearted podcast.
Was it not awkward for this kid, Micah Lemon, who just got drafted?
Micah Lemon is awkward, period.
Hey,
L. That's an L. That's an L. That's an L take right there. And this is what I'm going to say. Be careful how you treat people, man. Be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you treat people. Be careful. Now Gerald McCoy wants to flip it on Micah Lemon. Come on, man. These people got to do better. See, sometimes when you just go and you work on the podcast and you didn't build it from scratch, you just see, oh, we get talent. They come in. We don't have to worry about it. But the people who actually set up the interviews for Bleacher Report, they're going to see that, and you're going to get pushback from some agents saying, hey, my guy got drafted to Philly. I don't want him dealing with this. They miss the forest for the trees because they think it's all fun and games. This is what we did in the locker room. You're not in the locker room anymore. You are in a different lane. You have to adapt to the lane you're in. And for him to even take a shot at Micah Lemon, okay. Y'all don't think it's going to get to a point where y'all are on media row for Super Bowl and y'all are going to want players to come interview with y'all? Micah Lemon goes out and he is offensive rookie of the year and y'all going to want him to sit down with y'all? He's going to go back to this clip and say, I'm cool. This is when you got to get outside of just thinking like a player. That's why I always highlight when players speak from their experience is one thing. As soon as they have to try to be analysts, try to interview somebody, try to be host, unfortunately, they show why they don't have success in these roles. They show why they don't have success. It's no reason to take a shot at Micah Lemon. You are going out of your way to protect Micah instead of just saying, Micah, hey, that was wrong. Out of your way. So it's just one of those, it's a bad look. It's an L take all the way around. I'm glad that Skip stood on business and said, I'm not going to let y'all play. These guys' biggest accomplishment so far, unless they have children or are married in their lives, and let them enjoy their moments. Stop worrying about some trolling. You know what trolling doesn't do? Look at the people who troll on YouTube as the basis of their YouTube channel. You know what it doesn't turn into? It doesn't turn into marketing deals. It doesn't turn into dollars. So from a business standpoint, this is poor. And this is one of those where you don't see it play out now, but you'll see it play out later when guys say, nah, I'm cool. I don't want to do the arena if Gerald McCoy's on there. Nah, I'm cool. Bleacher Report, you got Mike on there. I saw what he did to Micah Lemon. I'm not going on there. And the people are going to be within their right based on how they're handling the situation. So just a poor way to handle the situation. Poor timing. Very poor timing.
Just that. So let's
pause it right here for a moment. Catch up on the chat. We're going to get to how the arena viewed what the Browns did. Mainly, I think Skip and Talib was the ones we're going to hear. Read the room. Tell them again, C. Anderson. Read the room. Gerald knows it's wrong because he spent 20 minutes giving background on who Micah is. We didn't need the background info. We did not. Philly has been a greater organization than Dallas. Micah Parsons thinks he's better than Myles Garrett. Now, that's funny. I don't care if you think it. Just know it's going to be backlash if you say it out loud. It's going to be backlash if you say it out loud. You can think whatever you want to think, but just know people going to come for you when you say it out loud. The vets stick together, right or wrong. Detroit Gemini, talk to him. Gerald McCoy living the gray. Tell him, Skip. He does. I'm a Cowboys fan, and Micah was out of line, period. I stopped liking him when he talked crazy about Shedeur. The more you talk, people just expose. They just expose who they are. As they say, know your audience. The guest should have been the priority. Lemon going to remember that, though, his fuel. That's a fact. That's a bad look for Gerald McCoy. I don't care for him after that statement. When he turned it and he said, oh, he's awkward anyway, you don't know this guy. So in one breath, you are defending people saying they don't really know Micah, but then in another breath, you don't know Mekhi Lemon and you calling him awkward. L-Take. D, did you see Coach JB and Sean King about Shedeur? I did not. Coach JB, I took him off my list of stuff that I watched because I saw the game he was playing last year. And then Sean King is questionable at best. To me, I stopped looking at what Sean King said after he said one thing on UCSS and went on to Coach JB's show last year and said something totally different. So I didn't check for them. If you give me a summary of what they said or a little recap, I'll respond to it though. Why Skip like us? He got that NAACP energy. Facts. Mary Kay wrote an article today saying that after last week's minicamp, Watson performed better and has the lead track to become a QB1. Monken did not tell her that. She will never stop, like you said, D. They're going to be who they are. Mary Kay has a track record of being this way for the last 35 years. Why would I expect her to show up tomorrow different? She is who she is. Travis was saying this on his channel. Basically, they are projecting their experiences as a player on him current day. You can't do that. Talk to him, Crown Woman Collective. Daisha, what's going on? Happy Hump Day. Welcome in. Welcome in. I believe I want to hear what Skip is going to say here. Let's get to it.
Take a look at who they got in the first couple rounds here. They went and got Spencer Fano, the offensive tackle. They got Casey Concepcion. They got wide receiver Denzel Boston. And then they got offensive tackle Austin Barber. So, to me, this is looking nice. And this puts Shedeur in a much better situation, or, Deshaun. But Aqib, how much will these picks help Shedeur?
Tremendously. I think the Browns, honestly, I think they won the draft. They checked all the boxes that they needed to check, and they got good players. Man, they started to revamp that line in free agency with re-signing Telvin Jenkins, Zion Johnson, Elton Jenkins. Now you add Spencer Fano and Austin Barber to that. I think you might be on to something. You know what I'm saying? I'm Todd Monken. He might like that situation. Then you give him a explosive, twitchy receiver, nice 6-foot receiver, who's a touchdown machine, who also gonna help. He gonna help Shedeur by putting that offense in good positions from his punt returns as well. Then you give him a 6'4", 50-50 ball, red zone problem in Boston. So I honestly think Boston, Concepcion, and Judy, them might be the 3 receivers on the field the first time they go 11 personnel. Ooh. I can see them guys on the field real early with Shedeur. You add Fannin Jr. and Judkins to that. Shit, Monken might be on something. You know what I'm saying? He might like what he got going. So I'm excited to see him. And I think they had a great draft. And I'm excited to see what Monken do with that group.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I just disagree with Talib when he was just talking before. But then here, I agree with his assessment. This is why I always say I don't agree or disagree with nobody. I don't think 100%. I let it play out. But this is how I can agree on one thing and disagree on something else. It's hopefully Skip
Cody,
next.
you've been heavy on they needed.
Or actually, let's hear from Cody because Cody he kind of nervous. What you talk about, Cody?
How you feeling?
Yeah, no, I love the moves that Andrew Berry has made this offseason, not only in the draft but the entire offseason to put their quarterback, whoever it is, if it's Shedeur, if it's Deshaun Watson, whoever wins that position battle in a great
better
situation.
be Shedeur, but go ahead.
And it very well
Talk
could
to
be
him,
Skip.
Skip.
And I think he should be the first guy out there throughout this offseason and get those reps. But I think it will be an open competition. It'll come down to whoever gives their team the best chance to win. But either way, whoever does win that quarterback battle, Andrew Berry is in putting them in a position to succeed this entire offseason. First thing they do is they go out and hire Todd Monken, who's an offensive-minded head coach and has had a lot of success as a play caller. He won back-to-back national championships with Georgia, led one of the most dominant offenses each of those years, helped Stetson Bennett become a Heisman finalist, and then he also went to Baltimore and had a lot of success, especially early on. 2023, Lamar Jackson wins the MVP. 2024, he throws for 41 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, and runs for another 400 yards. The thing I love most about Todd Monken, too, and his offense is his versatility within the scheme. He does a great job of maximizing his quarterback's potential, regardless of who it is. Stetson Bennett and Lamar Jackson are two completely opposite type of quarterbacks, yet both have had success in his offense. That's a testament to Monken, the way that he can build his offense around his quarterbacks. The next thing they did, too, before the draft is they went out and made some moves up front with the offensive line and free agency, right? They signed Zion Johnson to a 3-year.
All right, so you like it, Cody. We got you. Cody's on board. But I like how Skip kind of chimed in and said, nah, Shedeur should be QB1. I like how he did that. I would sleep on Boston at first, D. I think he's going to surprise some folks. I think so, too. To me, Denzel Boston, when people say, like, he's not twitchy, he's not this, he's not that, I just always say, man, just go watch him. At one point, I remember him catching a punt return. You got to be twitchy to return a punt. Even if it's one, you got to be twitchy. So for people to say certain things about Denzel Boston, I'm like, man, I don't think they watched him. And he was their true number one. So teams were scheming up defenses to stop him, and he still was balling out. So I just sometimes, man, I just wave my hands and say, man, just you'll see. But glad I know you've been putting in the work, watching more of him, and then you're starting to see it. You like, man, I don't think people really watching him like that. I don't think they watching him. So shout out to you, Zedric. The Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett comparison reminds me of Reggie White, Lawrence Taylor. That's high praise. That's high praise for Micah. I don't know if Micah consistently been at the level of Myles Garrett, but I understand that. I understand it. Rashida, what's going on? How you feeling? What is going on?
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
Shout out to Charmaine, the hardest working woman in Ohio, says, thanks, D. I appreciate you. Thank you for all of your support. You know, I'm trying to keep y'all entertained, give y'all some laughs, speak with clarity, do a little education here, drop some gems, motivate you to get through your day. I know you be working those long hours, so shout out to you, Charmaine. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Buck Gordy's, I rock with Monken, but he get too much credit for Lamar's development. I agree with that. They had a lot of success together, but you can always see that Lamar is who he was. Their OC, who they had before, was not the best in the pass game, and you see everywhere he's been, they haven't had the best pass game. I think his name was Greg Roman, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Greg Roman. So I agree with you, Buck Gordy's. I agree with you. Shedeur is a false multiplier. He's going to make his wide receivers look better. I agree with that. Shedeur performed better than Dylan, KP, and what's his name. But he didn't start, and they never changed the order. Keep that same energy this year. That's a fact. I see your homeboy Jessica drop pass came to practice because he know he can be replaced. Sometimes you have to realize the competition is real, and then you got to step up. So he got to step up to it. He has to step up to it. Skating on thin ice. Yeah, you got to show up. Buck Gordy's, that's him, Greg Roman. Okay, I wasn't sure if they had a guy in between, but I do remember Greg Roman, he used Lamar more as a runner, and Todd Monken used Lamar situationally to run, but more as a passer. Just from a from a Cleveland fan's perspective, that's kind of how I saw it. That's how I saw it. All right, let's get to Skip. Now I want to hear what Skip talk about, man. They dance around it. I'll tell y'all, something I like about Skip is he just put his thoughts out there. So let's get to Skip. I want to hear what Skip talking about. Talk to him,
Pretty
Skip.
much this couch. That Pro Football Focus throughout the year ranked Cleveland's offensive line bottom of the barrel, dead last. Receiving core, dead last for much of the football season. It sometimes varied a little bit, but that just ended. So I kept saying, you got to give Shedeur a break as a rookie starting quarterback. His degree of difficulty is off the charts because they can't block for him and they don't have anybody who can separate and get open and catch the football. But Quinshon Judkins is a keeper, and Fannin Jr. is a keeper, and he started to emerge starting the middle of the year. And Carson Schlesinger won Rookie of the Year over on the other side. So you've got back-to-back drafts that are like A to A-plus drafts. So your foundation is being built, hopefully, for Shedeur Sanders. And the main thing, as you guys pointed out, that they've done with the offensive line, they just blew it up.
Yeah.
They completely blew it up and started over, because what I do love the most is they have not re-signed Cam Robinson or Jack Conklin or Butonio. They're just like, no, we've seen your act. We're done with you.
Talk to him, Skip. Skip said, we don't need Cam Robinson. We don't need Joe Butonio. We don't need you back. The Cleveland media, they love to bring up Joe Butonio. Skip said, we don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need you. Not just could drop a pass. I'm done. Yeah, that name take me out every time. I got that Zedric. We gonna get some overtime. I got 3 clips so far that she sent me that we gonna get thoughts on. The comparison, not the player. Neither of them are on that level yet. I was only talking about the hype itself. I agree with that. That's why I kind of nodded when I read that. Jimi Hendrix, I totally agree. The comparison, I agree with you there. I remember Bond and Judkins didn't have an off season with the squad last year because of off-field issues. I expect a big boost from them this year. Shout out to Jermaine. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. All right.
And Fano will come in, and I assume he's a day one starter at left tackle. Okay, now you started fresh with a potential perennial Pro Bowler. So all that is nothing but great. But I got to mention this because it just pissed me off, is that we get all the way to the 6th round, and if you remember, Akeem, the day after the Combine, I did bring up Taylon Green.
Don't let it get to you, Skip. Don't let it get to you.
I watched him a lot at Arkansas, and you laughed at him because he turns the ball over a lot. He did in the SEC. But I just said, man, there's a lot to love here because he's 6'6", what's he go, like 230, ran 4.36 at the Combine, and he's got a nice arm, and he started 25 SEC games for Arkansas, and they weren't very good, but I would watch him because he's mesmerizing, because if you watch him carefully, you say, wow, that was a nice throw. Oh, that was good. That was stupid, but that was nice.
Don't take the bait,
And
Skip.
I don't know why they took 8 of their 10 picks were offensive players, which is great. And then why would you do that to Shedeur? Why would you bring in a kid? And it just scares me that Monken is saying, I can work with that. I can do something with that, because there's just a lot to like. He's not just a running quarterback, because he was, 9th in the country this year in yards per completion with, like 14 per completion.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And I'm saying, what are you doing to Shedeur? Why would you bring in a kid even younger than him now and say, well, he's got a chance to be the 3rd quarterback? I don't know. It just irked me for Shedeur's sake. It's just a small sign of disrespect that in the 6th round you have to say, oh, we're going to take a project quarterback who's got potential to be more than just a running quarterback. I don't know.
I think he's...
Skip, don't fall for it. Skip, don't fall for it. I hope y'all are seeing Skip is a true fan of Shedeur. That's a true fan's insight right there. Why bring somebody else in the room? But Skip, it's okay, man. We good. Don't fall for it, Skip. Don't let that dampen the mood. Don't let that get you down. It's all good, Skip. It's all good. But this is something I respect about Skip. He puts his thoughts out there. I don't have to agree with every one of them, but you know exactly where he stands. Y'all will notice that I'm drawn to people who just put out there exactly how they feel. And so I can appreciate that about people. Even if I don't agree with them, put it out there. Make it clear. Nobody got to guess. So, Skip, don't fall for it. Don't take the bait, Skip. Don't take the bait. No to Joel. That dude had 17 fumbles. That's why they talk about his turnovers. I'm reading the comments to the link, and they did not disappoint. Yeah, we gonna get to that one. We gonna get to JW. Good afternoon, everyone. Maurice, what's going on? What is going on? Yeah, Skip is a CU Unk. Yeah, Skip, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. I thought this was funny. Deebo and Joe, they got a really good chemistry. Joe Haden is going to be explaining.
Honey Badger.
Joe Haden is going to be telling a long story because he wants to hype up what the Browns did. And Deebo is not going for it. So I'm just going to play a short clip because I definitely want to get to the overtime stuff that Cedric sent us. But listen to this, y'all.
Honey Badger played a great long career. He's probably going to be a Hall of Famer. My boy Leon didn't do so well. He played great, good dude.
What y'all do this year, Joe?
I'm just telling you. I'm giving you the history, Deebo, and why. I'm sitting like.
Hey, Joe Haden, say it with your chest. Y'all have never really heard Joe Haden get hyped like this, so this is why I had to play this for y'all. He matched Deebo's energy level right on cue. He didn't hesitate. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. So I thought this was hilarious to me. So I want y'all to hear it and I'm gonna let it play through this time. Joe Haden don't be getting hyped like this, but he got hype with him.
Hall of Famer. My boy Leon didn't do so well. He played great, good dude.
What y'all do this year, Joe?
I'm just telling you. I'm giving you the history, Deebo, and why I'm sitting like this and why I'm talking like this. Because you're saying, oh, I'm talking about what ESPN did. No, I'm talking about the natural things that happened. What happened was the Browns come in with the 6th overall pick.
Talk that talk, Joe.
And the 24th overall pick.
Why y'all get your 6th overall pick?
Listen, it doesn't matter what your name is. We got the 6th overall pick and we got the 24th overall pick. It doesn't matter how we got there. We're there, okay? And so people go, draft is going as it's going, and we need this offensive tackle. I got my eyes on Spencer the whole time. We thinking we're going to get him at 6. You know what Mr. Andrew Berry does? He gets more value. He gets another draft pick, a 3rd-round pick, goes back to 9, and gets Spencer, the lineman, the tackle from Utah. Okay?
I got to point something out. And I hope y'all going to see this. We're going to pull it together. If you notice later on, Rizzo is going to try to show that he has a deeper connection with Andrew Berry by calling him Drew. Listen to what Joe Haden just called him. He called him Mr. Berry. He put some respect on his name, and Rizzo was trying to show that I'm in good with Andrew Berry, even though it didn't work. Because Andrew didn't perk up or anything. Excuse me. He didn't perk up or anything when he called him Drew. So just, I want y'all to see the different levels of respect that goes on with how you view somebody or how you view him. Right, we good, Skip. He probably won't see the field this year anyway. That's a fact. If he do, it'll be about 6 plays. Don't worry. Lemon going to have to play Parsons. He going to remember. He is. I like how Skip and Kuiper won't move off Shadore's block during draft. Kuiper got snappy at Riddick after the Green pick because Riddick was alluding to Green being QB for the Browns, and he said they already got their quarterback. Deebo is a hot mess. He be cracking me up. Deeply unserious franchise if true. Okay. They may package Jalen and Dylan for some picks. Yeah, maybe people want Jalen. I don't know about Dylan. Always great seeing these takes I didn't get to see anywhere else. I said this one time, but it's a true thing for me. I like to kind of show y'all something that's a little bit outside the scope of who y'all might see other places. And when even if it's one person says they haven't seen this clip before, I get some excitement from it. So shout out to you too, man. Shout out to you. Flex on him, Joe. Yes, Joe said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel the same way. Talk to him. Hey, He got hype. Deebo like, did he really just raise his voice to me? Yes, he did. Joe and AB, the same age too. So that's the ultimate respect. I agree. All right, let's play it.
Just master class. Okay, master class.
You said you got the tackle spin. That's your one?
Yes. That's my one. That's my 9.
That's cool.
That's my one. That's my 9.
That's your what's he? That's your one?
3-year starter.
What's so great about him?
His feet, his athleticism. He's a swing. He played left tackle. He played right tackle. And we talk about his arm length. Funny. His arm length is 33 inches long. The highest paid tackle in the league's arm is 33 inches long.
Talk to him, Joe.
Now it's a big problem. Oh, shut your mouth. He got sweet feet. He can move around. He's a great anchor. He can anchor, and his arms are 33 inches long. So all that bull that everybody keeps talking about, short arms, don't want to hear it. He was the number 1. He was the number probably 2 tackle in the draft, and we got him at 9.
That's crazy because I heard he had some problems with speed rushing off the edge. People, with the last name Watt Highsmith, just saying Sawyer stuff like that.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead. What was your next pick?
For our second pick in the first round, number 24, we sitting there saying, give me a wide receiver, and we need an offensive tackle. Offensive tackle, check. Wide receiver, we go get KC Concepcion from Texas A&M. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I like about him also, he wasn't the biggest. But
he's a smaller guy. I was going to say that.
Smaller frame guy. But look, there's small frame guys that ball out all the time. 6 foot, 200, that's not small. Odell's 6 foot. Odell's 5.
I understand, but Odell has a catch rate.
I understand. I hear what you're saying. But listen to this.
His contested
Antonio
catch
Brown was
is
5'10". And Antonio Brown was 5'10". So look, we're using him.
Antonio Brown didn't have contested catch issues.
Listen. He only had 7. Look, listen. He's gonna get onto the jug.
He don't have contested catch issues, Deebo. Somebody gave you some bad information. His contested catches, he's actually good at it. They gave some bad information there. Sorry to correct you. Get him, Joe.
Machines. He's a pro. I love his work ethic, and also bringing him into the mix. We got him doing special teams. He's also the best punt returner and kickoff returner. So we're helping out our offensive side of the ball, and we're helping out special teams. You know how it's a 4-phase game.
Can I ask you something, Joe?
Teams was looking crazy. So he's going to be also helping us out crazy at special teams.
Joe, can I ask you
something?
His time. Can I ask you something, Joe?
What?
Wow.
And his routes were crazy. Are you throwing all the fingers? You throwing the fingers and I can't say what?
I'm just saying. Joe, you said you go put him on the judge machine so he can catch the ball. The judge machine.
He's still going. He's still averaging 14 yards a catch, and he got 25 touchdowns.
Talk that
talk.
What
you're saying, but the judge machine, it don't give you no interference. Like those physical DBs.
He's still gonna be getting.
He has a problem.
He's getting all that work in training camp. All that training camp work. Denzel, we got Denzel Ward over there.
Big physical DBs.
He gonna be playing against Denzel Ward. Are you kidding me? We got straps over there. That's gonna be getting him right. Iron sharpens iron. That Cleveland Browns defense are dogs over there. So they're gonna be getting these young receivers right the whole time.
Just saying, I know he has some issues.
And then, we talking about that, and then we go to our next pick, and we go get another steal. Big body. Denzel Boston from Washington. 6'4". He should have been, even if they would have swapped spots. Crazy part was, if Denzel would have went first round and we would have got Concepcion in the second round, I still would have thought we won. Don't matter. We still got our tackle, and we got these 2 balling receivers that we need because our receiver room, obviously, we had 117.
Can I ask you a question? Where's your one at? I still ain't heard of your one receiver.
Look, right now, it's looking like Denzel's big body he's looking more as he could possibly be one.
How he gonna be one? He got average speed, dude. He got separation issues. Man, his route running needs help.
Listen.
Very little.
Big body. He's going to go up 50-50 balls. If you're standing right there next to him, is Mike Evans the most breaking away from everybody? Is his speed the most crazy thing? No. We can still have big body. Is T. Higgins the fastest guy out there? No, he's not. But his big body, you throw that 50-50, he's going to head top you. And those that's
So you
making
saying
speed
you
even
throw
better.
that 50-50 up
I'm going
against
Judy
nephew up against nephew.
Look, it's
up against nephew.
Nephew's a baller. I'm not.
Up against nephew.
I like.
You think he getting that? No.
It's
He got
50-50 balls.
That's right there. All the stuff he doesn't have. You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like victim to.
No, you sound crazy. Ain't no victim. Ain't no victim in Boston. Ain't no victim in Denzel Boston.
Anybody wearing orange.
And then, okay, look, we go there. So now we got the two receivers and my man Judy ready to ball out again. Judy getting right. Same thing. Got another year to spaz. Judy got it in him, and we know he do. So, Judy, Concepci, Denzel.
Okay.
Then we go and get the safety from Toledo. Look, we drafted 8. We had 10 picks. We went and got 8 on offense because we know that's what we need. But when we did step in and go get a defensive player, we went and got the 33rd prospect at pick number 58. What are we talking about? Baller, ball skills, 10 forced fumbles. He's going to come lay a hat. So just adding any additional to our defenses.
His size is an issue, but
no.
He's a very inconsistent tackler.
I don't know where Deebo got his information from. They played him with the information. His size is an issue. Emmanuel McNeil Warren is almost the same size as Denzel Boston. What is Deebo talking about? I don't know what Deebo is talking about. Sometimes you just become a hater and you got to say what you got to say. But I like the fact that Joe, y'all know Joe just be chill. He be mellow. Nope. He's saying everything with his chest. He's saying everything with his chest today. I love it. I love it. KC Concepcion did not have a problem with contested catches. Denzel Boston, I'm so sick of people saying not breakaway speed. What people are doing is they are looking at yak yards and saying, oh, he never broke away. Man, you better go watch the film. Go watch the film. Go watch the film and you'll see that if you got a safety over top and you get double coverage and you catch you get 20 yards, where the yak gonna come from when the safety over top, Deebo? Y'all better watch the film. Y'all better watch the film. And I'm happy that Joe came this way. I'm happy. He went to ask him a question. He said, what? So I thought this was funny. I wanted y'all to see that Joe Haden just looked chill and mellow, but you really get to see his competitive side come out. He matched Deebo's energy, and a lot of times he went past Deebo's energy. So I love this. I thought this was good, just to show y'all, just to get y'all hype. The energy is there for people who really paying attention. For people who paying attention, the energy is there. Let's catch up on the chat, and we're going to keep it pushing forward. I think here. Got time today. Jalen Green, the quarterback that the Browns took in the 6th round. Say it with your chest, Joe. He said it with his chest. The best story about Fano was them saying he switched to right tackle to help Lomu. That's a fact. Let him know, Joe. Talk your talk. And how passionate he is about plays. Go sit down, Deebo. KC was high-pointing the ball all over the field. Hey, they gave him the wrong stats, or he used ChatGPT or something. I don't know. Port Texas A&M QB Hale Concepcion back. Joe saying, hold up, wait a minute. Casey isn't bad at contested catches either, and Boston was best at it. Yeah, I don't know who told him that. Where's yours, Deebo? Oh, that's right, he aging. What? Sometimes you got to pop out and let them know. He letting them know today they got a winner and Fano. It's a well-balanced wide receiver group, and I agree. Deebo not seeing the improvement enough on the Steelers. That's what this is. He's more aggressive than JJ and Tillman. KC, that's a fact. KC bringing that Travis Hunter energy. I agree. Deebo, stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
Joe was with you until you brought up Janky. He hype. Deebo better go watch some film. That's a fact. Iman is 6'3", 200 pounds. Yeah, I don't know why he's saying he's small. Deebo trolling Joe. Really, are we seeing the same clip? Deebo is wrong often. He uses ChatGPT and Gronk. Got to be. He got to be. Debo is just saying things with zero merit. That's a fact. That's where we depart, Joe, at the mention of Janky. Say, nah, I can't get with the Janky. I think he loves to get Joe riled up. The funny thing is he normally say stuff and Joe Haden don't have no elevated response to it. Not today. There's a video of Joe strapping up Chef Zay after the draft. It was funny. I did see that video. I think I saw it maybe on TikTok. Loretta, what's going on? How you feeling? Ivy League Matt, flip that room. Mary Kay just tweeted that Deshaun should be named QB1 ASAP. Man, what you talking about, Mary Kay? Let's see which one we got for you.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Mary Kay. All right, let's keep it moving. Y'all see the energy. Okay.
Talk the Browns draft. What he loved.
It's all Browns now, y'all. It's all Browns. Let me make sure I got it right. Yeah, we all Browns now. So if you made it here, you got here late, it's okay. You got perfect timing.
Let's get ready to rumble!
So we got Emory Hunt coming up. Y'all know I haven't really been playing too much, but we got Emory Hunt. We're going to hear from him, and then we also going to break down AB on ESPN Cleveland. And then we got some overtime with the clips that Zedric sent. So here we go. Main event, we talking all things Browns. I should have had Joe and Debo as part of this main event as well. But let's go right here.
What he loved even more. What he loved maybe even more than that. We head out to the Make It Right. Call Kyle Ryan Hotline, CBS Sports, football game plan owner, the great Emory Hunt with us now. Emory, welcome to the show.
Appreciate you guys having me on, man. Always a pleasure.
Well, it's great to have you here. I actually want to start. I know you're a big Shedeur guy. So much of last year was this guy is just not being put in a position to succeed, not just with how they handled him in terms of reps and development and all that, but with the talent around him once he got on the field. Do you feel like the Browns are finally giving Shedeur or anyone who starts a quarterback this year a real chance on offense, given the weapons they brought in, the offensive talent they brought in this offseason?
Absolutely. This is what the talent looked like when they made the playoffs. You had a Jarvis Landry, you had the Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. This is what that looked like. And I feel like if health permitting, we're seeing the same building blocks and foundation here with the last two draft classes. I absolutely love what they did in free agency. It set the table for them to go into the draft and pinpoint who they wanted, targeted players that can help them right now without having to be pressed to double up on offensive linemen or take the tackle at 6 or whatnot. So because he did a great job in free agency and because they had the multiple first-round picks and how the board fell, man, they did another great job in just acquiring talent. I love what they've done when you combine the last two draft classes. A-plus job by Andrew Berry.
All right, tell me what your favorite pick then of this draft was for the Browns.
My favorite pick was getting Denzel Boston. And then the reason why, listen, I'm a KC Concepcion guy. He was my number 2 Z receiver. And I just assumed that Denzel Boston would go to the Jets at 16 as opposed to Omar Cooper, because Denzel Boston was my number 1 inside receiver. And when I say inside receiver, think of the Marcus Colston prototype, right? So the fact that they got my number 2 Z and my number 1 inside guy along with one of my top tackles in the class in Fandom, I was like, whoa. They're cooking with gas, because Concepcion can win deep down the field. He can win short. He can also do a lot of creative things in the wide receiver run game. And Boston can win short, intermediate, and deep. And I also felt like his run after catch skills were very underrated. So he can take a short pass a long way, and he gives them a big dog at receiver. Something that I always kind of envision when I'm creating these receiver rooms. You want to create, complementary players of each other. So you have the big guy in Boston, you have the speed guy in Bond, you have the kind of do everything on the move guy in Concepcion, and you still have a bona fide stud, I feel like, in Jerry Jeudy, along with Harold Fannin. And so for me, I just felt like this was an amazing haul because of Boston alone.
Man, the sweet sound of silence. When someone is really talking about football, someone who's really studied the players, someone who's really watched the film and watched the tape, the sweet sound of silence when they don't have any clickbait pushback. They just have to listen and know that you're prepared to respond to anything they say. They just yawning in the background. They just looking around. You would think that this is Emory Hunt leaving a voicemail. They so quiet in the background. Just start putting in the work, and then you can have a two-way conversation.
Emory, given the way defense has evolved, we know we have a couple extra archetypes of safety utilization in the NFL. When you look at Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, what do you think is his ideal role in the NFL?
That third safety role, and the guy I comped him to this whole draft process was Deshaun Golson that played for the 49ers. Big physical. You remember they had him and Dante Whitner at safety, two guys that could really knock the you-know-what out of you. And so Warren, I feel like he wants to attack downhill. He wants to be aggressive. And that, therefore, one of the areas of concern I had for him was because he's so fixated on attacking and what's going on in the backfield, he wasn't getting the most or the best depth in his drops, which kind of, let the ball go over his head a couple times. So when he's playing top down, man, he's aggressive. Case in point for how many fumbles he's forced and how many times he found himself around a football. So as a rookie in a three safety look or as a nickel defender, he can truly excel. I think that's why I love this fit here for him with the Browns.
Emory, I know you love quarterbacks and love.
Emory is not saying anything about he can't tackle, he's too light. He's not saying anything like that. I don't know where Deebo got his stuff from, but he definitely needs to upgrade. Shout out to Shanithia. Deebo better upgrade to Claude. That's a fact. That's a fact. And don't use the Claude free. Go spend that $100 so you can ask Claude a lot of questions. Spend that $100, Deebo. You got it. You got it.
Talking quarterbacks the way that we do. Taylon Green. I think there's a lot of talent here. I do. I think the upside is incredibly high as well. Some people on the station already are trying to make him a wide receiver and get him away from being a quarterback. Emory, I see a lot there. I really do. A weird arm throw, weird arm mechanics, understandably so, and completion percentage maybe not the greatest. But is there something there?
Absolutely. Listen, he was my number 2 quarterback in the class. And I comped him to Randall Cunningham. I comped him to Colin Kaepernick. And both of those guys went in round 2. So I thought that he might be the second or third quarterback off the board if I was Arizona, because you could slow walk him to where he can start maybe next year, learning from behind Jacoby Brissett. So when you look at Taylon Green and those receiver talks, anytime they see someone that looks like Taylon Green that runs fast, they automatically want to move the receiver. But the caveat is like, whoa, Matt Jones. No. They do this with all quarterbacks that look like Taylon Green. But when you look at him, he doesn't move or run like a wide receiver. He is a quarterback. He worked with Bobby Petrino for 2 straight seasons. He got better as a quarterback at Arkansas than he was at Boise State. So there's a lot here. And I was asked this question earlier today. What do you think about 4 quarterbacks? Well, I feel like Deshaun Watson only has the 1 season left under contract. And, so one of these guys, Green and or Gabriel, whoever wins that battle is going to be on the practice squad. I think it's more likely will be Dylan Gabriel, and you can keep all 4 quarterbacks. So when you do move off from Deshaun Watson, you already have your 3 quarterbacks now ready to go in Green and Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders.
All right, Emory.
I'm not going to say I told you so. I'm not going to do it. That would have been an opportunity. I'm not going to do it. I will just say, when I was preparing y'all for the Browns taking a late flyer on the quarterback, I knew that they are thinking, let's get a guy in our system so we have him in our system when we move off of Deshaun Watson after the year. That is the thinking. That was the reason behind me saying that. That was the reason behind me bringing up. So if you think I'm still working on my credibility, that's perfectly fine. You have the right to. But Emory Hunt just laid it out for you. Emory Hunt just laid it out for you. You can't wait until you're in a position of need to try to go fill the need. You feel the need proactively, so then it's a smoother transition. And also, he highlighted where the competition is going to be between Taylon Green and Dylan Gabriel. That's where the competition is going to be. That's where it's going to be. They don't got much to say. We're halfway through. Let's catch up on the chat. She just mad because our QB1 called them out. That's a fact. Talking about Shedeur calling out the media. Mary Kay then fell off her rocker chair. Mary Kay engagement farming. I agree with that. Mary Kay saying sources said Deshaun Watson is ahead of Shedeur, is in the lead. Yeah, sources saying that, but the sources didn't help you with the draft plan. They didn't help you in free agency. So let's do a little rewinder, y'all. Let's give you a little rewinder. I'll never forget this. When I made the thumbnail and it said, Cleveland media's access has been denied. Someone asked me, was it clickbait? By the time we got to the end of the stream, everybody understand the points I laid out. The sources don't exist, y'all. This regime is not leaking things to the media to tell the story. That is not the approach they are taking. So, Mary Kay, you want us to believe, Mary Kay wants us to believe she didn't get no information about free agency before it happened. She didn't get no information about the draft before it happened. She didn't get no information on our plan and all that stuff was on quarterbacks. But now you get an information on Deshaun Watson being the starter. So even though when we watch Todd Monken make faces when he's talking to Mary Kay, she had to muck around and find out. We watch AB look at Mary Kay a certain way. We watch Jimmy Haslam look at her a certain way. We watch Shedeur call out the media. We watch all of those things. We watch all of those things happen. And now somebody is sliding Mary Kay notes and saying, hey, this was going on. Come on, Mary Kay.
Stop it. Get some help.
Mary Kay, you need more people. We don't believe you. We don't believe you because if they haven't leaked anything to you previously, why should we believe they're leaking things to you now? Why would they take that approach now? It don't work, man. It don't work, Mary Kay. It does not work. It does not work. I'm not falling for it. Hopefully y'all don't fall for it. The writing's been on the wall. Hopefully y'all see it. Hopefully y'all see it. I just want to say I don't like Messy K at all. Thank you. Put it out there. Just say it. Hey, I don't like her. I don't like her. Mary Kay is engagement farming. That is true. That's a fact. Dr. Clyde Marshall. My name is AB. I was a 4-year starter at Harvard, played cornerback. I was all Ivy League 3 out of 4 years. My chat is moving. I was a 2-time first team all academic, all American. I was named athlete of the year. Talk to him. Mary Karen needs to retire immediately. Immediately. Yes, Mary Kay got to pay her bills, so attention is good attention for her. That's a fact. Even the Browns unrestricted, undrafted free agents are good. I agree with you there. I agree with you there, Black Pearl. Oh, man, the chat is moving. Hold on. We get control. They got a lot better with effort alone. KC and DB run harder and Denzel Boston, and they run better routes than Judy and Tillman. They definitely run better routes than Tillman. Jerry Jeudy can run routes. Jerry Judy's problem is he's inconsistent. Next, they're going to be calling Green. They're Lamar Jackson. They are. Giving your flowers, you called the late QB selection as a replacement to Watson. I know that AB said they would be open to re-signing Watson, but he would have to do something extraordinary for them to re-sign him. Now they've got people that will go up and get the ball and fully run their routes. That's a fact. Mary Kay equal yellow journalism. J Doubles on ESPN Cleveland praising Watson's. I do believe there are some people in the building that want Watson to start. We can't ignore it. Oh, we gonna get to it. Cedric said it to me. It's part of overtime. We gonna get to it. We're back to sources, and I heard the microphone's doing some funny business. They are. Ain't no sources. Those days are done. That's a fact. She didn't even make it to the draft room. It was jury. Facts. Mary Kay sources Tony Grossi. Play that kid talking but saying nothing.
Have you ever had a dream that you
Just crazy. Her source went to Atlanta, so her source is voices in her head. That's a fact. Watson as a starter when he's on the last year of his guaranteed contract makes no sense to me. I don't believe it. I cannot see the rationale. I would say the contract part don't make sense, and also his performance don't make sense. Messi K, you are not the source anymore. You've been replaced. That's a fact. They are basing it off of JW's interview today. He praised Watson hard. We're going to get to, when we get to AB is going to say who determines who the starter is. We need a no Mary Kay day. I'm with you. Jimmy's son-in-law and minority owner. They had no problems trading Nick Chubb. They will have no problems trading Deshaun, or at least moving on from him. The VP, he was in the draft room congratulating the players. I think he is related to Watson. JW might be trying to drum up interest for other teams to want Watson. Fake sources, nasty work. Shaking my head. Hashtag New Cleveland. Derek, what's going on? Y'all see it. They don't know what to do or how to respond to Emory Hunt. Go check out the rest of this interview. Actually, let me get to a point. Emory Hunt is going to talk about wins. Let's see. Let's jump forward a little bit.
And when you look at Pittsburgh, listen, that's the quarterback battle. Well, for the Ravens, I thought they did a solid job. Very Ravens. I think the Browns can win 10 games. We talked about this before. When you look at Shedeur going 3 and 4 down the stretch, they should have been 5 and 2. And you know, to be honest, the only game they really outplayed was the Bears game. And they had a lead in that 49er game too, but special teams and going for it on 4th down ruined that one for them. So they weren't as bad as the record indicated. Now you add talent, again, health permitting, and the confidence of each and everybody going in. And I love Todd Monken. Todd Monken's attitude is almost like he got an offensive version of Jim Schwartz. So with that being said, you look at this team, the confidence, the swag, that yields itself to these guys playing good football. So I can see 10 games for the Browns and being in the playoffs as well.
Talk that talk, Emory Hunt. Talk that talk. They don't want no parts of the football conversations, y'all. They don't want no parts of it. Just wanted y'all to hear how Emory is viewing the Cleveland Browns going forward. Y'all hear it. Y'all hear it. Let's get to AB, y'all. Let's get to AB. All anonymous sources because they don't exist. Facts. Emory Hunt is a rider. I stand with Emory Hunt. This rookie class tops last year's class across the board. Man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Last year's class was really good. I'm definitely more excited for them to grow. It's hard to compare because one was like heavy defense, one heavy offense. So it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It is hard. The space for typing ends at a point. However, my points were for the big guys that sits on the stage with G. Bush. He claims AB doesn't know football and he wanted AB fired. Like I said before, at week 4 of last year, I wanted the whole building cleared out. I did get to a point where I recognized that AB was going to be here, and I told y'all moving forward, it's going to be show and prove for AB. It's show and prove for AB. So AB, if he performs, I'll assess it accordingly. So I'm not going to act like I wasn't one of the people who said that. I'm not going to act like I wasn't one of the people who said that. Keep it real with y'all. I wouldn't put too much in that JB guy praising Watson. You have to be positive with your roster. Let it play out. I personally think 12 will outplay Watson. D Neon, I agree with you. I've been driving, but I had to pull over. Be safe on the road out there. See you, Anderson. Thanks for the channel podcast. I've learned quite a bit here. Keep up the great work. Shout out to you, Jimi Hendrix. I appreciate it. I always like when I hear and see comments like that. I appreciate you. Got to listen to AB again to reset the room. Thank you, AB. AB was making it clear. Let's play.
Happy for in the most part with the way things went last weekend.
So I'll start by saying we do grade ourselves, but it's probably more along the goals that we set going into the weekend, as well as, process, operation, and execution. Because the true grade really is incomplete, because none of these players have hit the grass in an NFL uniform. We haven't incorporated them into our offensive defensive systems. We haven't gotten our hands on them from a development standpoint. So to say that we've accomplished anything at this point is certainly premature. But that all being said, number one, a lot of credit should go to my staff. We have a really good group of scouts, research analysts, coaches, strategists who really go into making sure that we can have as productive a weekend as possible. And those men and women were absolutely outstanding this weekend. They deserve the primary credit.
I like that. I like that. I like that AB is highlighting the people who put in the work behind the scenes who might not get all the credit. I really, really, really like that. I really like that. I appreciate when leaders shout out the people who help them get to the point that they're at. So I really like that from AB. Shout out to C.A. Anderson.
This is a foolishness. Foolishness.
You don't know what you're doing.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
Shout out to C.A. Anderson. C.A. Anderson with the level set, y'all. I want y'all to hear this. Saying it loud. Do not be surprised by what you hear over the next couple of months. There is still work to be done. Amen. I'm going to read that again, y'all. Saying it loud. Do not be surprised by what you hear over the next couple of months. There is still work to be done. Amen. Everything is, not everything. A lot of things that you hear will be meant to stir emotions inside. They are not always going to be true. They are to keep you entertained and locked in to NFL and the Cleveland Browns when we don't really have true stories. So just be careful. Protect your peace. This is very similar to the end of the season when I was saying, hey, y'all, protect your peace. Protect your peace and be careful of what you consume, because the decision makers are saying one thing, the people who are outside the building are saying something totally different. So just protect your peace, y'all. Protect your peace. Shout out to C.A. Anderson. Appreciate you for that. Shout out to C.A. Anderson. I thought I was the only person who did that. Buenos, where we at? It's middle of the day. Buenos dias, Brent. What's going on? What is going on, Brent? They sow chaos and cause confusion. That is their purpose. Talk to him, Ivy League Mac. Talk to him. So true. Family, remember, AB got rid of Joe. Mary Kay did not know. AB got rid of Kenny too. Did she know that? Yesterday, AB said Todd makes the decisions, but he has the final call. Amen, C.A. Anderson. See, this is Mary Kay's whole purpose, to control the narrative and having us focus on her nonsense. That's a fact. That's why if Mary Kay is not on a press conference asking players questions, I keep it moving from her. Amen. Nothing surprised me anymore. I just look and keep it scrolling. Talk to him, Cromwell Collective. Agreed. Job's not finished. In Kobe's voice. True is going to get worse the closer we get. That's a fact. These are all big facts, y'all. Big facts. Protect your peace. D, they can't get me like that anymore. Like you said, year 2 will not be like year 1. Armed and ready. That's a fact. It will not be like year 1. Some people going to play the same playbook, but not over here. Talk to him some more, AB.
And then the second thing is, like, where we're pleased is we felt like we were able to maximize the resources we came into the weekend with educated, bets, picks, coming out of the weekend. So it's all got to play out on the grass, but we like where we are right now.
Andrew, the people brought up the fact that Paul DePodesta is no longer with the organization, and you've done very well in each of the last 2 drafts. How much did he have to do?
If y'all remember, when Paul DePodesta went back to baseball, how long did I spend speaking on Paul DePodesta? Maybe 30 seconds. I said, we don't have concrete evidence of exactly what he was responsible for, which decisions he was responsible for. I said, I'm not going to turn him into the boogeyman. I'm going to move forward. Well, they got AB after the draft. They asked the question. This is AB's answer.
With that, and would you say that was a factor in you being able to do your own thing this time around?
Yeah, I'd say this. We've talked about Paul a lot over the past couple years, and his role was to advise and counsel on all strategic decisions. But at the same time, my job was to make the decision that's best for the organization. And so, it's funny, like I was, thinking about it, Paul and I, we walked 1-2 weeks before the draft, him wishing us luck. And, I can tell that he still misses being in the draft room with us, and we miss him. But ultimately the decisions are mine.
Sorry. All right, let me pause it. Ultimately, the decisions are mine. So AB not running from it. He's not saying, the stuff that I did that y'all didn't like, it wasn't me. He's saying, ultimately, I made those decisions. I can rock with that. He's taking responsibility, accountability. I can rock with that. He's not taking the opportunity to just throw it on DePodesta and say, hey, look, these last 2 years was me. He's being stand up and saying, ultimately, I made the decision. Even if you gave me information, it's up to me to make the decision. So I can appreciate what AB is saying there. I can definitely appreciate that. I can appreciate it.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
D Neon, shout out to you. Let me show love to Off the Record D and the work you do. I appreciate you, D Neon. I appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words and thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of y'all who supported today. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Every once in a while I say this to y'all. I say, y'all let me be me. If y'all had a conversation with me and I wasn't on this microphone, I wasn't on camera, I would sound the same, I would look the same, I would think the same. And that's just a testament to y'all supporting me for who I am. And I can't say thank you enough to y'all. Thank you. D, they tripping today. I know they are. J. Nicole, don't let them get you. Don't let them get you. I know they talking crazy out there. Yes to the energy. Talk to him. All right. Yes to the energy. AB is keeping everything level. So just follow his lead. If we appreciate all the other stuff he did, we follow his lead to this point too. Now they have much more balance primarily in the passing game. That should open up the offense with more creativity. Two can open it up now and put the defense on their heels. Talk to him, Maurice. And I also believe our run game is going to be greatly improved based on the outside weapons we have. We're going to keep defenses honest. We're going to keep them honest. All right, let's hear this question from Tony Grossi.
Well, Tony, turn your mic on. Andrew, see this? It does this to me too, Andrew.
Zoom calls.
Not just you.
Right. I'm a writer at heart. Andrew, great timing for us because you were generous in inviting a Yahoo reporter into your war room or draft room, Jory Epstein, and her story came out yesterday. And the two things hit me in that story. One is that Carnell Tate was apparently not a factor in your first selection as you went into the day. And the second was the possibility of Ty Simpson falling in the first round. How serious would he have been a consideration at 24?
We're gonna listen to the decision maker, because remember, if we listen to, he just said DePodesta advised him, but he made the final decision. This is the decision maker. We're gonna listen to his words when he explains how they view Carnell Tate and what they thought of the Ty Simpson situation. We don't gotta say sources. We just go right to the source, the decision maker. This is why I always highlight AB. I always highlight Todd Monken. I always watch anytime they talk to the media because they're the ones that make the decision. You don't got to guess when you just listen to the person to make the decision. So here we go. Let's hear your answer, AB.
Well, I guess I'll start with the first comment. Carnell was absolutely a consideration for us at 6. We really had a group of 3 players that we would have been elated to select at 6 or at 9. Spencer headlined the group, but Carnell was certainly among those players. Secondly, in terms of Ty Simpson, I think probably the biggest thing is we didn't anticipate Ty would be available to us at 24. Certainly, there was if the board falls a certain way, he comes into consideration, but by no means was that meant to be a suggestion that, you know, he would be the focal point, you know, of that pick, Tony. You know, we love KC, and we were really thrilled to get him. We were sweating bullets a little bit because we knew he could come off the board a couple picks ahead of us. But it's really just more about reading how we thought the first round would come out and then how that would drive or potentially dictate strategy.
Andrew, one of
So they misinterpreted the words from Jory. They misinterpreted the words. Listen to what he said. This is not to say that our focus would have been Ty Simpson at 24. We did not believe he would be available at 24. They thought he would get picked before that. Carnell Tate was one of the 3 players that they were looking at. So whoever Tony's sources are were wrong. And if he misinterpreted what the article said, that's on him. AB said it plain and clear. Our focus was KC Concepcion. Don't take the fact that we were surprised by when Ty Simpson was drafted as we were looking for Ty Simpson at 24. That is the mistake. So if you remember, I didn't really read much from the article. I just showed y'all what the face of the article looked like or the heading picture of the article. And I said the valuable parts from that article for me was when she only described how they were doing things, not when she inputted her own personal stuff. AB just cleared it up. So if you hear the Browns wanted Ty Simpson at 24, send them to this video. And if they still believe it, say, God bless you. There's nothing I could do for you. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not going back and forth with you. Not going to do it. Miss K got it. So basically, Simpson wasn't going to be the pick at 24. That's what he said. I'm in my Shedeur bag. He never stopped believing and stayed true to himself. Look how it is playing out. My belief and faith won't waver regardless to what these microphones are saying. Talk to him, Black Pearl. Not just Junkins. People keep forgetting about Sampson. He a dog too. So is Rocket Sanders, and we just signed a fullback. Our run game going to be problems for everybody. I agree. Derek, I'm big on Dylan Sampson. I know people have came in the chat and said, oh, he's too small and this and that, and oh, just a third down back. I don't believe that. That's not how I view Dylan Sampson. I believe Dylan Sampson is a defensive nightmare, a matchup nightmare when you get him in space on a linebacker, when you get him in space on a safety. So I'm with you. I'm not forgetting about Dylan. Dylan Sampson, he's going to have a big year as well. The third player got to be Tyson. Awusa D, they sent the blitz out because I think it's going in another direction behind the scenes. Remember when the Cleveland microphones pushed it very hard that Jim Schwartz was the pick at head coach? Did they get that right or did they get that wrong? Just put the question out there. Jim Schwartz is going to be the head coach. Go back. Who were the people who put that report out? Who were the people who pushed the narrative Jim Schwartz was the pick? And what narratives are they pushing now? And what sources did they have then? What sources do they have now? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not. Silence the microphones. Take the podcast away. I say this. They can have a microphone. I just don't have to listen. Hey, they got the freedom. They can have a microphone. I just don't have to listen. That's how I do it. Dylan Sampson is the guy. I like him the best in the running room. If you use him correctly, if you use him in space, I want people who are Cleveland Browns fans, go look at how Baltimore utilized Keaton Mitchell last year and the year prior. Keaton Mitchell was the running back that I was afraid of in Baltimore. I was not afraid of Derrick Henry. Keaton Mitchell was the running back who I was afraid of. Just Keaton Mitchell, tap into his highlights for Baltimore. I believe they could do something very similar with Dylan Sampson. Thank me later. All right, let's keep it going.
One of the things that struck me about that article is just how quickly you have to think on your feet in making decisions as that clock is ticking down second by second. How much did the 8 minutes change the way that you were able to react to things in the draft? And how nerve-wracking is it when you go on the clock and it's finally time to make up your mind?
It really didn't change much. I was one of the GMs that voted to take it from 10 minutes to 8 minutes. Like 10 minutes is way too long. Honestly, I would vote for 7 minutes if we have a chance to do that next year. So
I flipped it on his head. How nerve-wracking, how hard is it to make a decision in the moment? If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready is what AB is telling him. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I want less time. If you think the issue was going from 10 to 8, I want to go to 7. I want less time. I don't want us dragging this thing out. They're looking like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What he's saying is, I have a belief in the team I've put together. I have a belief in the work that they have put in. I have a belief in the process that we've put together. The moment is the moment. It's not too big for us. I thought this was one of the best responses he had during this whole thing. One of the best. That dap from Monken means more than people get. That said, bruh, you are cooking, and I see it. Facts. I love, the wide receivers will love Shadore's accuracy. That's a fact. We must remember the Browns media tells us everything we need to know. The only QB they posted in training yesterday getting work is Shedeur. AB was prepared. Y'all don't hear him. Talk that talk. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I'm not afraid of the moment.
I think for, okay, we get 10, 8, 7, however many minutes. Think about what, Monk has on the sideline when he's calling a play. He has 40 seconds to make his next decision. And so I think that the big thing is for it not to feel nerve-wracking, you want to make sure you do as much preparation ahead of time, so it's really more about execution once you get in the moment.
Browns GM Andrew Berry is our...
Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. I got you, AB. Talk that talk, man. Talk that talk, AB.
Yes. Andrew, are you going to you'll bring 4 quarterbacks to camp as you did last year, but then what will the assessment be at that point, and what ultimately do you plan on doing for the season with the 4 you have?
Yeah, so I think, we've preached competition since we've been here, and that'll hold true in the quarterback room. As Todd said, that doesn't mean that everybody gets equal reps, and that's true across positions. But we're looking for performance. And I hate to make it that simple, but that's what it's about. Ultimately, I think you all know that we like to keep at least 3 quarterbacks on the 53-man roster, provided that they earn the spot. And another on the practice squad. So we want to make sure that we have talent and depth at the position.
All right, where does Shedeur sit right now? I know Coach said he's not ready to.
Let me pause that. Shout out to Zedric. Okay. All right, y'all. This is gonna be a good one. We got 4 overtime topics when we wrap up this AB interview. 4 overtime topics. I want y'all to hear that. It's performance based. If y'all remember, it was a couple months ago. I said I'm gonna grade AB on his performance. All of this is performance-based. You've got mail. All of this is performance-based. It's all performance-based. So that's what he's breaking it down to. When people say all these other things, oh, you are good. Hey, if it's worth it and you see another one, send another one. Zedric, if it's worth it and you see another one, send another one. Don't feel like you gotta be limited. I know you're not sending no garbage. So if you see something else, hear something else, send it. It's all performance based. So if y'all remember when I was saying Uck and Ocho are wrong, they're breaking it down to money. I said they never mentioned performance. Well, one of the decision makers is saying this is about performance. This is about performance, y'all. So y'all can say the money is this and this is this. No, who performs the best? Making it clear. Now they want to get the Shedeur question. He ain't new to this. He true to this. Let's go.
Get into who takes first reps and second reps, but based on what he did last year, what are your expectations for him this year, Andrew?
To take another step and keep growing and learning. I think he's had a really nice offseason. He did a really nice job at voluntary mini camp. I think his improvements in decision-making and pocket management by the end of the year, and certainly what we've seen so far in a very short spring, have been positive. And I expect him to have more command of the offense and better ball security and situational awareness as we go into year 2.
Does Deshaun have an advantage over him in the?
He gave very clear things. Very clear things, quantifiable things that he wants to see from Shedeur to improve on. That is how you make sure everything is fair and above board. You give me quantifiable things that Shedeur can work on. Made it clear, y'all. Made it very clear. Now they want to pump the Deshaun narrative. This is when it started. Let's listen to what he has to say about Deshaun.
This competition because he's been around for so long and played at such a high level.
I don't know that any player has an advantage. I think certainly experience helps. Like that's one of the strengths that Deshaun has relative to the rest of the room. I wouldn't say that in and of itself gives any player an advantage. I think both of those guys have worked really hard over the past several months, and we're pleased with how they've started our offseason programming. So we'll see how the next few weeks, next few months play out as all those guys, Dylan and then eventually Talon, kind of get up and running, and we'll see where the chips fall.
All right. So what changed from yesterday to today? What changed from yesterday into today? Does Deshaun have the upper hand because he's been around? I wouldn't say that any of these guys had an upper hand. The previous question, he said it's about performance and competition. Then he said, I wouldn't say he has the upper hand. So now Mary Kay is saying that Deshaun has the upper hand, even though one of the decision makers said he doesn't. Who y'all gonna believe? Y'all gonna believe Andrew Berry or y'all gonna believe Mary Kay? I'm gonna believe Andrew Berry. I'm gonna believe Andrew Berry. Don't muck around. Don't muck around. I like that. Don't muck around with time t-shirt. I like that. I like that. I like that. Y'all know I like the play on words, especially with Todd Monken, given how he carries himself. So take this little note right here. Take this little note. Man, shout out to you, Shanithia. I just really thought of a good idea from what you just said me. I like that. I like that. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. If it's worth it, let me not the Missy Elliott. If it's worth it, let me work it. Put that thing in reverse. Put that thing down and flip it and reverse it. All right, maybe I don't know the words right. Maybe I don't know the words right. My bad, Brett. My bad, Brett. Hey, maybe I was singing the words wrong this whole time. That man just said a very short spring, and they want us to believe Deshaun has won the job already. That's a fact. He also said he goes into year 2. That's a fact. I've been a Bears supporter since Gale Sayers and still am. However, look where I am over here with listening to Browns talk. Whoever would have thought Shedeur brings support from all over. Shedeur's worldwide. Mary Kay wants us to believe her over AB just like she did with Landry. That's a fact. The one thing that I don't like at the end of the draft call AB had with Taylor Green, he said nothing is given but earned. It brought me back to 2 draft day, and they were the only 2 he said it to. See, Marie, I took that the opposite. I think that's a telltale sign of who really has belief in him. When he said it to Shedeur, I was like, AB just showed his hand. He's the one that has the belief in Shedeur. When he said that to Taylor Green, I was like, oh, he's the one that has belief in Taylor Green. So that's how I took it. I took it, but I took it like that with Shedeur too. I would say Deshaun should perform better because of the experience, but doesn't mean that he will. Miss K, that's a fact. Maybe I don't either. Brent, we was on the same page. I know where you was going with it. You was going Missy, but I might have messed that up. My bad. My bad. I might have messed it up. I started reading it and saying the words. I was like, wait, this is off. Let me save myself. Help me, AB. Help me.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Andrew, Taylor Green is just fascinating prospect with his obvious skills. I have already likened him to Malik Willis coming out of the draft. Not now, but 4 years ago. Is that a fair analogy, do you think?
I think that I do think that they're different players, Tony, but I do think where it is fair, I think that oftentimes people want to rush to judgment, particularly with young players in particular, but particularly with quarterbacks. I think if you look at Malik his first year, he was thrust coming from a small school where you knew he needed some development, below average infrastructure, and everybody wrote him off after like 4 starts, right? Like 4 starts, okay, this guy can't play, he can't be a starting quarterback, that type of thing. He gets traded for, a bag of footballs, to Green Bay, sits for 2 years, and then finally gets his opportunity as he's kind of grown and developed behind the scenes, and plays at a really high level with his chances in Green Bay, and now he's the starter in Miami this year. I think that story, particularly for the quarterback position, we see over and over again, yet we make the same mistakes with rush judgment. And I think you can apply that even to our own situation, our 2 young players who both of them have played less than 8 starts, less than half a season.
Yeah.
But if you listen, there are many pockets that have declarative statements about what they will be during their careers. And so I know that we don't always work in a sport or an industry that exercises patience or realizes that development is a nonlinear process. But that's not necessarily how we operate here internally.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
He talking to y'all. He's talking to y'all with that one. Y'all rush to judgment. This guy's not good. This guy's trash. Get rid of him. Trade Shedeur. He's talking to y'all with that. He's talking to Jason Lloyd. Shedeur is the worst quarterback. He's talking to y'all. Just because y'all might rush to judgment, that's not what they do internally. That's not how they view him. Man, he so gracefully just held up the mirror to them. He just held the mirror up. I'm talking to y'all.
A lot of patience with Browns fans, Andrew. I'm sure you've learned that over the years. Andrew Berry, GM of the Browns, is our guest. What is your plan for Talon? What have you, Coach, talked about that, or are you still working it out?
Yeah, we've talked about it for really any young quarterback. I think rookie minicamp will be a great opportunity just with him getting the primary reps. But I think the biggest thing is him just getting mastery in terms of what we're trying to accomplish. And then it's I guess I've used this term a bit over the past weekend where it was really crawl, walk, run, and that'll be the case with Talon. It's every player goes according to their own pace, and you never really know what that pace is until they get into your building. So he'll be given what he can consume and absorb, and then we'll go from there.
Andrew, you've
hey. Y'all not going to pigeonhole this man. You're not going to box him in. He won't allow it. He won't allow it. I just saw Zedric's. I just saw what Zedric said about Tony Grossi. Took me out right there for a second. Took me out. Shedeur has a super aggressive underneath guy now, and he knows how to use him. LeJounte 2.0. Casey will thrive with Shedeur, create a dangerous connection along with Denzel, Boston, and Fannin. I agree. Grossi going to heat thinking about Taylor Green. Took me out. Does anyone know what the jewels are that you could give on YouTube? I'm not sure. Casey runs like LeJounte with that slight hunch in his back. Everybody is forgetting how Deshaun Watson was throwing balls in the dirt. Pause. Now he's leading the QB competition. Stop it. Get some help. Hashtag New Cleveland. That's a fact.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's one of the things that we did when everybody talked about Deshaun Watson. On Patreon, we just looked at his last start and said this was his last full healthy start, just to show it on the football field what it is. I agree. Casey and LeJounte do look the same running the field in action with a purpose. I think both of them run with a purpose. They didn't even catch that right past them. I just saw a tweet saying people in Indy said Shedeur's rookie year is his ceiling. The rookie. I don't know how they grade this stuff with Shedeur because they knock Shedeur for the rookie year, but then say it's the ceiling for somebody else. I don't know how they grade this stuff. This is why I respect AB. He is the real deal. He said plain and clear, Taylor could be our Cam Newton when he's ready. #NewCleveland. They're only talking about Green because they want him to take something away from Shedeur. Don't go for the banana in the tailpipe, smoke and mirrors. That's all it is. That's a fact. If anything, like I said, it might be a package, but I showed y'all 6 plays on Patreon that Taysom Hill ran. It was 6 plays. It wasn't nothing crazy. They act like he's going to take 30% of the snaps at QB. I don't see it. You can't function that way.
You've stressed collaboration so much over your tenure with the Browns.
This is another one. Man, the way he's running circles around them, is so funny to me. So funny to me. So funny. He's going to run cylinders around him again. Miss Brown says, I bought 2 jewels. I hope you will find it. Let me go to the YouTube back office and see. Let's see. I think when I show my streams in both different views, I think that's what it is. So let me see. Let's see. We're going to do it live. I'm learning. Maybe it'll be something that I see in the back office. I'll keep you updated. I'll keep you updated, Miss Brown, and let you know. But I'll look for it. I don't see it now, but I'll look for it when I get off stream when it processes everything. So I'll look for it and let you know. I'll keep you updated on that, Miss Brown. That's the ceiling. Stop it. For real. They got to get some help. The media, not the team. That's a fact. This is another one. This is another one right here. This is another one.
The collaborative process with the quarterbacks ultimately making a decision. How will that change with Todd Monken as a coach from Kevin? Is it going to be the same process, or are you going to have a stronger say? How do you think that's going to manifest?
And just for clarification, do you mean in terms of player selection? Do you mean in terms of lineup?
I think you guys use that phrase almost at every turn publicly, at least in my experience. Tell me if I'm wrong, but even the decision about who would play on a Sunday was Kevin's call, but he would always say, but I'm going to go to Andrew and we're all going to collaborate together in making a decision together.
Yeah, I think ultimately when we talk about collaboration, it's input. Like, I don't know a building in the NFL where the general manager and head coach wouldn't talk about everything from player acquisition decisions to lineup decisions, not just at quarterback. But at the end of the day, who plays, that's Todd's call. Like, that's part of why we hired him. And if, and same thing with Kevin. Like, if I couldn't trust Kevin or Todd to make a lineup decision, then I have the wrong guy in the seat. That's a pretty basic responsibility for the head coach. And it's similar with, personnel decisions. Like, yes, you want to have discussions with your coaching staff, your scouting staff, your analysts, coaches, particularly for the schematic piece of it and the development piece of it. But ultimately it's my responsibility to make the decision.
Andrew,
right past them. If the head coach can't make the decision on who's going to play, then I got the wrong head coach. AB is putting it out there. He's making it clear, like, stop trying to tie things together you don't understand. If y'all notice, a lot of time I say the Cleveland media doesn't have an understanding. It's a lack of understanding. That's an example right there that he's like, man, so you can't determine what will be a head coaching decision and what will be a GM decision? He kind of smirked with it too. So AB just letting them know. He's saying it straight to their face. Another one. So I looked this up on YouTube, how to send jewels. Get jewels. If you want to send a gift, you'll need to buy jewels first. Choose your gift. Pick how you want to express yourself. It's up to you. Your gift appears in the live stream and helps you show appreciation for the content. After you send certain gifts, you can instantly send them again with a combo. Your jewels amount will update to show how many you've used for combo. So that's what the gifts are. It's like it's another way to super chat, it looks like to me, but you have like a gift, like a gift, like the little images that shows with it. So I believe that's what the box and the gifts, the jewels are. Even Green knows he's not in the running for QB1. He knows he has a lot to learn. He even mentioned that he can learn things from Shedeur. That's a fact. Literally told him again why Kevin was fired. I was watching this stuff and I was like, man, the stuff they talking about who the quarterback is going to be. And I'm like, do y'all listen to what AB is saying? They are not picking up what AB is putting down. That part, AB, Andrew respects the process. In other words, Stank Nasty, you wasn't the right guy. That's a fact. I am so glad the old DC was not hired as the head coach. That's a fact. Especially how he just quit. I notice a lot of old Cleveland media do a lot of negative projecting and assuming, shaking my head. Yes. Let's see. They are in the past, Derek. They are in the past. Do you get anything for the jewels, D? So I believe so. I think the way they make you do it is you buy jewels and you have jewels is like a currency that you can use to buy like the little GIFs that they have there. And then when you pick the GIF that you want to send to me, then that's when I'll get it. If I understand it correctly from what I read. So I believe if you buy jewels, then you can use jewels to buy the little pictures, and then when you send me the pictures, that's when I get it. AB is making this thing plain and clear. When Zedric sent this to me, when Shanithia sent this to me and said, hey, this is something worth talking about, I watched this 3 times. Y'all know my process. I listened to it, then I watched it, then I watched it again because I was surprised that certain things that he said they didn't have any response to. They had no response to. No response. So I was surprised. They had no response to that right there, which I thought this was bars. I'm like, this is bars.
Unlike last year, you didn't have many surprises really. I didn't think in your draft. But to me the biggest surprise was after you took Concepcion, you had all night to think about it, and you came right back with Denzel Boston. When you went to bed Thursday night, is that what you were thinking, or did you arrive at it as Friday began?
Great question, Tony. It was what I was thinking going to bed Thursday night. Once he fell out of the first round, it really, I promise, I'm telling the truth on this. It really came down to Denzel and Emmanuel. As really our top 2 options. So we didn't think there was really a world where we would really get both.
Yeah, why do you think Emmanuel dropped the way he did? Was it a Mac thing, or because everybody was surprised? And Andrew, that's getting pretty much your best pick. People are saying that's probably your best pick. The value there that you assess.
I can't. I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you. I mean, he excellent film, great kid, no durability issues. It's probably maybe a little bit what we experienced with Jeremiah in 2021, where I think at times the quote-unquote non-premium positions, if you get maybe the second wave of players that run, sometimes that can start maybe a little bit later than you anticipate. The other piece of it is, thinking back in both those situations with Jeremiah, he was maybe a little bit more scheme specific because of how he produced, being an undersized, athletic, explosive guy. He may not fit in every system. And with Emmanuel, I mean, while we see him as pretty versatile, he probably has a little bit more appeal to defenses that will deploy some of these like 3 safety systems. So that's my best guess, but I wish I had a better hypothesis for that, but I really don't.
Andrew, people surmised that even up until the draft, Myles Garrett could possibly.
How many times do they want him to say we not traded Myles? I don't understand it. I don't get it. I do not get it. No disrespect to Green, but he had 37 turnovers in 2 years at Arkansas. He can't get on the field until he learns to protect the ball, period. Definitely got to protect the ball. I don't think that's disrespect if you highlight his stats. I don't think that's disrespect. Mary Kay tweeted they should declare Watson QB1 now as a total crash out move. She is really desperate. She is. AB slowed down his speech on parts he really wanted them to understand, and they still missed it, Cedric. E-Man is a sniper and a thumper. I love the pick. That was my first thought. I know a lot of people want a cornerback, but I was like, if you could get safety where you can your nickel your base nickel could be 3 safeties instead of 3 corners. You still get that man coverage on the outside. Then you got more options of how you can work. You can have Grant Delpit be the one who might go man-to-man on a tight end, which we've used him that way a lot. You also got the thumper in I got to get used to calling him E-Man. They call him E-Man with Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. And the slot cornerback, one thing that people forget is that guy has to make tackles. So if you replace that slot corner with a thumper as safety, then you're protected in that where he got to make tackles. So I get it. I like it. I like what they did with the pick there. I like it.
Be dealt. You have been steadfast in what you believe in. Is there a scenario down the road where Myles would be a chip for you to use as you try to assess as much value as you can? Or are you guys just dead set convinced that you want him to be a part of this franchise for all the years to come?
Yeah, we want Myles to be a part of this. Like, I joke with Tony because I know what was it? Was it Saturday night or whatever? I answered in an absolute, at that point, and I guess like you can never say never, but like that's never been like a thought or consideration in our minds. So it would have to be some type of situation that I don't foresee at this point, or some huge surprise.
And who knows? Who knows? I mean, nobody's holding you to this. Yeah. We understand.
I like the fact that he slowed it down. He didn't really joke too much within that answer. Just said, we want Myles to be a part of what we're doing here. They can't let it go. They got to get over it. They have to get over it. AB really did. I just finished the communication training, and AB is in expert mode. Yes, he's trying to help them as much as he can, but they can't. They're still missing it. D, why are they saying the cornerback the Browns drafted is not that good? Have you looked at his tape? I think you might have meant the DB, but I've looked at some highlights of him. I haven't gone deep into his tape, but just from his highlights, I see him as versatile, and you can bring him into the box and help in the run support. Like I see him as a plus. I see him as a plus. Eagles fan here, go Shedeur. Shout out to you, Eric Hooks. Shout out to you. Notice how it's all the old fans living in their fears. Shaking my head. #NewCleveland. They are. They got to get with it. What is a thumper? That's a hard hitter. A hard hitter. He lays people out. That's a hard hitter when you hear the word thumper. At this point, they need to quit with the Myles Garrett questions. I agree. These Browns microphones are so tragic. Why would you want to trade one of your best record-breaking players? It makes no sense. The only jersey I want to get that's not Eagles. Hey, shout out to you, Eric Hooks. Shout out to you. We appreciate you for being here.
Understand things change, and there's some strange bedfellows that come about in the NFL. Go ahead, here.
I mean, the elephant in the room, though, Andrew, is that quarterback decision ultimately, not just with the guys you have on the roster, but with whatever the future might hold. Do you believe that now the Browns are maybe a warmer, more welcoming place for a quarterback to come? For a long time, I think we've sort of speculated that, the Browns might be waiting for some hero to walk through the door or fall out of the sky, the white knight to walk across Lake Erie, as Rich sometimes says. But I think, was this draft in a way, how was it, I guess, a part of trying to create an environment, whether it's the guys on the roster or a future guy, where they can be successful and they don't have to be a superhero?
Yeah, I think it was a big part of it, and part of it is just based on you have to deal in the players that become available to you in a given acquisition cycle, and exiting last year, we were very honest that we felt like we had a young, outstanding defense that was set. And our focus was going to transition with the abundance of resources that we had to turn over the offense, which had really aged out from a successful period for us. And so that was the focus. That's what we looked to do in free agency. That's what we looked to do in the draft. Not being so rigid or stubborn that we couldn't use a significant resource on an Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. But that was the focus because we thought that's how the player pool lined up.
Andrew, listeners.
Also, even the basis of that question that he asked, about the white knight or the person, the hero that can come in and save the day. That's because a lot of people in the Cleveland media, the Cleveland microphones, believe that a quarterback just makes everything better. And that's just not true. If you put a great quarterback behind a poor offensive line, like the offensive line that the Browns had last year, a quarterback will not make Cam Robinson block better. They are the ones who believe that. But most football people do not believe that. So even just them asking the question, it's just from a place of their lack of understanding. Oh, the linebacker, Justin Jefferson. Okay, let me see. The stuff I looked at about Justin Jefferson, he's fast. Looks a slightly smaller than he looks in the mode of Quincy Williams that we got with the way he plays. With the way that Justin Jefferson looks, he looks like just a smaller version of Quincy Williams. So I don't know. Like, I'll say this: no NFL player is perfect. No NFL player is perfect. They're going to have things that they're great at and things that they need to do better. That's every single NFL player. That's every NFL scheme. That's every NFL team. That's how it works. What they are doing is they are highlighting things that players could get better at, but only leaving the opportunity for them not to get better. What happens if the knock that they have on a player, they get better? Like the development word that AB keeps putting out there. So I don't want anybody to believe that is a perfect player in football, a perfect scheme, or everything is give and take. So you can look at a linebacker and say, oh, he's a little bit smaller, but he's a whole lot faster. So, if linemen get to the second level and they get to him, he might not be able to get off of the lineman, but he's so fast that sometimes he'll shoot the gap before the lineman can pull around. So everything is give or take. It's just people, they want to act like players won't have anything they can work on, and all players do. All players do. You're looking at people who are looking through a negative lens, so they are amplifying things a player needs to work on. I didn't know Andrew Perry played football. Yeah, he did. He did. Yep, he flies down the field. It'll be interesting to see him on special teams. I think he's going to be a great addition to the special teams because it has not been good for years. We just saw Drake May in the Super Bowl. I don't know why they need a night to save them. Cleveland media sucks. They just don't get it. If we won 5 games last year under all of the confusion and lack of talent, we should at least win 4 to 5 more games. I think the old Cleveland media acts like Monken is a bum at play calling. Shaking my head. They do. Keep your head on a swivel when you go across the middle. Talk to him. Our QB will be fine, whoever it is under Monken. Yeah, the only reason why they are talking about another QB is because they don't believe in Todd Monken. They don't believe in the players on the team, and they think they're going to be bad. That's the only reason why you would bring up, at this point, another QB. It don't make sense. Myles just went into the history books, and they want to talk trades. Yeah, they don't want to be good. They don't want to be good.
To this program, no, we were clamoring for a center for weeks. And you end up picking one in the 5th round from Alabama. Is he a legitimate contender to start? Do you rate him that advanced?
Yeah, we like Parker a lot. So I'd say anyone who comes on our roster, like we will not put a ceiling on their short term or long term. And Parker has played a lot of football. He's really smart. He's very athletic. He plays bigger than his size. Produced at a high level at the SEC. But you also can't predict how rookies will hit the ground running. Some, it's a very seamless transition. Others, they may take a little bit of time. But we do think that Parker has the makeup to be competitive from the onset.
Did you lean on Coach Warhop in this process in getting, I believe, 3 offensive linemen and 2 tight ends?
I think we've always believed in getting input from our coaching staff in terms of, hey, what are some of the things that you think can be improved? What are some of the things that you think can be developed? How was this player when we brought him in terms of their mental acumen, things like that. And so that won't change with us. To steal a term from earlier, it's a very collaborative process.
Andrew Berry is our guest. Drew, you had to go to church before this draft the way the board fell for you. You admitted it. You said it fell even better than you thought in the first round. But how hard is it, Andrew, to assess the value versus filling needs for your football team?
It's not hard for us because we don't go into it with a need-driven mindset. And I'd actually argue, or argue is the wrong word, I would reflect on last year. The board fell a lot differently than we had maybe hoped going into it. And that's why I think it's important to stay flexible with like the players at hand, because last year's class was outstanding for us. But that's not the way that we would have drawn it up going into the weekend. And that's where you can't dictate the draft, but you can dictate your decisions. And so we just try and stay flexible.
Congratulations.
I like that meme. They think it's small. They should be thinking big. That is a fact. Talk to him, Black Pearl. Talk to him. AB, even with a little pushback there, or a little recall to earlier in the conversation with that collaborate word. But this is, I got a real kick out of this ending right here. Listen to this, y'all.
Drew did a great job. Oh, now, what are the odds that Tony Grossi is in the war room next year as your guest media? Tony, are you going to accept right now? I'm going to try and
ain't no way.
I don't know if Andrew would go for it. I know Monkman would go for it. I don't
full back in round one, full back in round two.
Could you imagine Tony in your war room? I don't think you could be quiet. I think he would say something.
Yeah, it would be fascinating. I would write a terrific piece.
It would be, I'm sure it would catch great ratings. I'll put it that way.
Before we go, you said you had three players considered for your first picks. Fano. Earlier you said Carnell Tate. Mm-hmm. The third one, was it an offensive tackle or another position?
It was another position.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
Tell us who it was. It's over now. You can tell us.
No, that'll be good speculation for you, for our fans and the media.
Andrew having a little.
That'll be good speculation for our fans and the media. Got him. Got him. He was playing chess with his draft moves. Patience was his best attribute. AB said, yeah, right. Take his phone first. That is a fact. That's a fact. So we got some things we gotta address. We got Mel Kiper. We got JW. We got four. Is it four? I think we got four. I think we got four things on the overtime list. Y'all give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Make sure y'all talk amongst yourselves. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back, and we're gonna get to some overtime. Let's see. Where is it? Let's go here. Y'all for sticking with me. We are back at it. Shout out to y'all. Let's get to the overtime content. Let's see. I want to make sure y'all can see this right. So let me get this all set up. Shout out to Zedric. You've got mail. That's what I hear every time Zedric dropped that link in. Let's see. Which one is it? It is this one right here. Let's see. Make sure I got the right one. I believe we do have the right one. I believe that's what we want. That's what we want there. Okay, this first clip that Zedric sent. This is going to be Mel Kiper speaking to ESPN Cleveland. We got Mel Kiper. Y'all know how he feels. Y'all know how he feels. I like that. Ladies and gentlemen, our overtime segment is brought to you by the good people over at the Plug Network. You've got mail. Shout out to Zedric. Let's catch up on the chat. Then we go get this played. Let's catch up on the chat. Let's catch up on it. What we got? And they wanted him fired. They did. Oh, take a break. I have taken several. Shout out to you, Crowdwolf Collective. They operate in another multiverse. Facts. Why would JW do an interview the next day totally contradicting what AB said? The Browns got some internal issues going on. I think they're trying to hype up Deshaun Watson. But we're going to break down exactly what he said. If we can win 8 to 9 games this season, I'm excited. I'm ready to see all of our rookies and rookie minicamp. Me too. I've never seen such dysfunction in all my days. I've been flabbergasted. Oh, God, I just thought about it. Nightcap is going to run that Mary Kay story. They will, Zedric. They will. They will run that story. You know what it is. Let's grab the link that Selmo Fuzz sent as well. Let's see. Let's scroll. Where we at? We are here. All right, let me pause there. I'm gonna be here. All right, this is where we want to be. All right, let's see what Mel Kiper talking about. You know, Mel Kiper eliminates the gray every time he speaks. He does not stand in the gray. Let's get it.
Because I don't have many friends in this
me and you, Todd. Me and you.
Yeah.
You tell Todd McShade. Now it's me and you. Okay? Forget
Yeah, I know.
Todd.
I know. It's like I don't get it. I really don't understand what's going on with Shedeur. I don't understand why people just want to keep the hating and hating and hating. It's like I don't get it. I mean, leave the kid alone, please.
Totally
I mean, come
agree.
on.
Totally
They won't give
agree.
this kid. They won't give him any credit for anything he did. They bring up QBR. I got a name for QBR, and I won't repeat what it is. But I'm not going to say what I say to everybody else on the air. But it doesn't mean anything to me. None of this stuff means it. Why? There was an article where Kuiper's talking about Sanders. Do you even watch the games? Yeah, I watch them. Do you? Is what I would say to that guy. Do you?
Talk
I
that
watched every
talk.
snap Shedeur had. You obviously didn't. I'm talking about the guy that wrote that article. He obviously didn't. He looked at QBR, looked at whatever nonsense he wanted to look at, and he made his determination. He didn't watch every snap. We did, right? We did, and I know I did.
Yep.
And I saw every play he made. I saw everything. There's going to be some good, bad, and ugly, but there's a lot of pretty good.
Talk that talk,
I'm
Mel.
glad you're with.
Talk that talk. Talk that talk, Mel. I like that you could tell Mel is hype when he's talking about Shedeur because he even talking faster. Talk that talk, man. Talk that talk. All right, what we got next up on the docket? What we got next? This is the overtime. This is JW. Let's see what he's talking about.
By the way,
Mhm.
when you guys were
That's
ever
what we
out
heard,
there,
yeah.
he's done a great job. He looks healthy. He's in a great headspace. We'll see how it all shakes out. There is an ongoing competition, but he's got nothing to lose. And if he's our starting quarterback, I know there are people that probably won't be supportive, but they should need to be supportive as much as they can. And if he plays great, then hey, awesome. If he doesn't, then it is what it is, and we're looking ahead to the future.
I'm happy I saw what AB said first. Just listening to what he said, he's trying to hype up Deshaun Watson. He also, that's not that glowing when you end it with if he doesn't play well. This don't mean nothing to me, y'all. He hyping up Deshaun, which I'm okay with. But at the very end, it's only 28 seconds. Let's run it back.
By the way,
Mhm.
when you guys were
That's
ever
what we
out
heard,
there,
yeah.
he's done a great job. He looks healthy. He's in a great headspace. We'll see how it all shakes out. There is an ongoing competition, but he's got nothing to lose. And if he's our starting quarterback, I know there are people that probably won't be supportive, but they should need to be supportive as much as they can. And if he plays great, then, hey, awesome. If he doesn't, then, it is what it is, and we're
Oh, if he plays great, great. But if he doesn't, hey, it is what it is. That's not that glowing to me. This is a take of a person that's neutral. They are neutral. They're saying positives. They just happen to be. I think he could fit any player on the Cleveland Browns into that description. He looks great. He looks in shape. This don't mean nothing to me. This don't mean nothing. Don't worry about this. This is a nothing burger, y'all. This a nothing burger. Only in Cleveland. Hold on, let me see. Only in Cleveland, why waste a year of young talent on a guy who has not played a full season in damn near 6 years? WTF is going on here? Fan favorite, global icon, baller, and all y'all talk about is other QBs. Take a bow, Cleveland media. What a joke. Shout out to Russell Miller. Sounds like a waiter trying to push the fish special before it turns. Hey, talk that talk, Chuck. They're planning on starting him, and this is what we call a soft launch. I don't believe that. Hopefully, great enough to trade him and get something for all the wasted time, money, and picks. Sunken costs. We can't get that money back. That's what I heard too. J-Dubs is 0. Can't name one contribution he has made to the Cleveland Browns. I'm not going to clown him. I'm going to clown that take, though. Brought to you by the people who said Dylan Gabriel was light years ahead of Sanders. Hey, y'all, I just think it's funny. Look, man, this has provided me some good laughs. That's JW. I don't feel no type of way, man. If under 30 seconds you hype up a person and say it is what it is if they don't perform, that's not that glowing to me. So I don't know. Maybe they clipped it wrong. I don't know, but this is not that glowing to me. Let's get to the next one. Let's see. Jerry Jeudy didn't come to the Browns voluntary mini camp earlier this month. The Browns drafted 2 wide receivers in their first 3 picks over the weekend. Jeudy was back at practice first thing Monday morning. Talk to him. That's a fact. Jeudy, competition is in the air. I'm back. All right, let's see this one. I think that's the same one. We got another one. No, I think that's just my post. All right, so the sun has set here in Cleveland on Deshaun Watson's career. It's over. That's a fact. I think I got one more. I got one Selmo Fuzz sent. So let me grab that. I think I got it over here. Let's grab it. Let's see. Let's copy this. Copy. Let's bring it over here. All right, let's see what they're talking about. Let's see. We don't need this one. Let's go back here. Let's get this back up. Okay, here we go. Shedeur's going to win the job. I don't see all of a sudden how Deshaun can play again and be the number 1 guy. That's what Hanford Dixon is saying. Let's see. I know Josh Cribbs is also somebody. All right, I got you. I know Josh Cribbs is also somebody who is fond of Deshaun Watson starting. Let's play it.
The job. Oh, I'm going to bet on Shedeur. I'm going to bet on Shedeur.
So you're going to lose your money. Okay.
Because I just don't see Deshaun.
Hold on. Josh Cribbs. Man, Josh Cribbs, you are a Cleveland legend. You were our only spark on offense. You were the only reason why we watched the Browns through certain years, because we knew you would do something electrifying. But we got to rewind this back, y'all. And we got to listen to this. Let's play it.
Shedeur is going to win the job. Oh, I'm going to.
Hanford Dixon says Shedeur is going to win the job. What does Josh Cribbs follow that up with?
Bet on Shedeur. I'm going to bet on Shedeur.
So you're going to lose your money. Okay.
Because I just.
Oh, my goodness. Y'all, I'm definitely going to clip this, so I got to do something. Josh Cribbs, I can't believe it. Man, oh, man. Okay. All right. I maybe my hearing is off. But we gonna clip this. I gotta bring you to the center stage. Josh Cribbs, is that what you just said? Is that what you just? Let me play it back. I slowed it down, y'all.
Shedeur's gonna win the job. I'm gonna bet on Shedeur. I'm gonna bet on Shedeur.
So you're gonna lose your money.
Because I just don't see.
Josh Cribbs, my dogs. I hate it had it be him. That is what he said. You heard it right. So you're gonna lose your money. Oh my goodness. It's only 15 seconds. I'm sorry. It's overtime. We're gonna have some fun with it. Let's play this back.
Shedeur's gonna win the job. I'm gonna bet on Shedeur. I'm gonna bet on Shedeur.
So you're gonna lose your money.
Because I just don't see Deshaun all of a sudden all of a sudden he can play again. All of a sudden he's gonna be the number one guy.
If I was a betting man, I would say Shedeur probably be the starter.
Shedeur's gonna win the job. I'm gonna bet on Shedeur. I'm gonna bet on Shedeur.
So you're gonna lose your money.
Because I just don't see Deshaun all of a sudden
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh man. Josh Cribbs, hate it had to be you, man. I had to make sure I wasn't tripping. I said, maybe I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? We overtime. We've been at this thing for a while. You know, hey, I got to make it plain. Man. I had to slow it down to make sure this is what I'm actually hearing. I had to make sure. Man, oh man. Josh Cribbs, you tripping. All right, let me look for this Mary Kay tweet. Josh Cribbs, you are tripping. You tripping. Oh man. The only argument you can have for Josh Cribbs is to say what Deshaun did in Houston. That was so long ago. If we were grading anything else off of what a player did 6, almost 7 years ago, people would shut you down in anything. If you graded a restaurant off being good 7 years ago, people would shut you down. Like, it's crazy. Detroit Gemini, I got you. It's here. Here we go. All right, Mary Kay. This is, hey, I want y'all to see. This is Mary Kay. This is, you see the blue check. This is what she said. How Deshaun Watson emerged from voluntary minicamp with an edge over Shedeur Sanders, sources say, and has the inside track to be named QB1. Okay. Okay. With my breaking news here. Man, oh man. With my breaking news here that Deshaun Watson has taken the lead over Shedeur Sanders in the Browns QB competition and has the inside track to win it, I think they should declare him QB1 ASAP and let the first team offense start to cook. There's no time to waste. Who wrote this for Mary Kay? Who did?
Stop it. Get some help.
Mary Kay, I don't recall you ever saying let somebody cook. Mary Kay, I've been watching and seeing your articles for the better part of 30 years now. I don't recall you ever saying anything like this before. These are her words. I'm going to read this portion again so y'all can hear what she said. With my breaking news here that Deshaun Watson has taken the lead over Shedeur Sanders in the Browns QB competition and has the inside track to win it, I think they should declare him QB1 ASAP and let the first team offense start to cook. There's no time to waste. Oh Oh my goodness. Mary Kay, did you let ChatGPT write this? Did you let Claude write this? Did you put in make me sound hip, make me sound cool, make me sound like how the guys are talking? Let them cook. Let them cook, Mary Kay. Let them cook. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Detroit Gemini. I needed this laugh. Let the offense start to cook. Mary Kay, were you an advocate of the offense cooking last year when you were hailing Kenny Pickett's name? When you were saying Dylan Gabriel was the supercomputer, he had a supercomputer-like brain? Were you saying let them get on the same page and let them cook? Now, let them cook. There's no time to waste. When you advocated for the competition last year, you wanted the competition to keep going on. You wanted them to extend the competition so Kenny Pickett could get a shot. But this year is no time to waste, and we ain't touched OTAs yet. Mary Kay, you got to go somewhere else with that. We don't believe you. You need more people. Mary Kay.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh my goodness. This has been Overtime, brought to you by The Plug. You've got mail. Shout out to Zedric. Shout out to Selmo Fun. Shout out to Detroit Gemini. This was a good laugh to end the stream. Mary Kay, that's all I got for you. I'm just going to let the beat ride. I don't even got no more bars for you. Mary Kay tripping. That's all I'm going to say. Obviously, Mary Kay knows more than this man right here, the decision maker. So, hey, man, live your life, Mary Kay. Live your life, Mary Kay. However you want to live it, man. I'm not going to stop you, man. Do your thing. Do your thing. This has been another great stream. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. They not getting no energy from me, man. They not getting no energy. They funny. They don't believe the words that they say. Shout out to C.A. Anderson starting this thing off right. Shout out to Shanithia. Shout out to Marie. Shout out to Detroit Gemini. Shout out to Crown Woman Collective. Shout out to Black Pearl. Shout out to Charmaine. Shout out to C.A. Anderson coming back. Shout out to D Neon. Shout out to Selmo Fun for hitting the Cash App. Shout out to y'all for all y'all support. Take it from me, man. Just laugh at these people. They don't know what they're talking about. Uh-oh, Zedric got one more before we ride. Zedric got one more. Let me get to it. Let me grab it. It's just hilarious, y'all. It's just hilarious. It's hilarious, y'all. Just cracking me up, man. I don't know what else to think. Like, I don't know what to think. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like this. Let's go. This is Denzel Boston. Let me copy and paste it. Let me get it. Let me copy it. We got one more. We're going to walk off to the Denzel Boston highlight. Excuse me. I'm not giving these people no energy, man. No energy. They get no energy. I'm only going to use them for my entertainment to just laugh in peace. They get no entertainment from me. So the Browns with a good post here. Let me bring it up. Let's take this down. Let's bring you up. I want y'all to see the caption. The caption said, "Watch your heads." This is from the Cleveland Browns. Let's get it.
One coverage down the sideline for Denzel Boston. It's a touchdown.
Catch with his hands. Contested catch. Both hands on the ball. Talk to him, the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns social media team is letting us know how to deal with this stuff. I'm not giving it to energy. Protect your peace. Don't let them get to you. Don't let them get to you, y'all. Thank you for all y'all support. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay gang. I will see y'all Friday. Peace, everybody.
Look at what I did. Look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Ran in my check, I ran on my back.